Welcome to the Play It By Ear podcast. The podcast where the topics may vary because, hey, we play it by ear. And now your hosts, Eric Fiskus, Brady Liming, and Todd Griffin.
Can't keep us down.
Hey, welcome to episode 207 and how.
Thrice.
Thrice, yeah. You try to improve the product, and I spent all day working on glitches and things, and I love that interface, but I don't know what goes on with it. So we're back to tried and true.
We appreciate the hard work anywho.
Yeah, well, thank you.
Yes.
All right, so back to business. Brady was telling a story. Now, but we got to set the stage again because when I upload this, it'll be like a new show. So,
All right. So, we had a bizarre occurrence yesterday, and as Todd said earlier, when we tell this story, it's not going to do justice just about how bizarre and weird this was. We were all three, me, Eric, Todd, and Todd's son Ethan. We were truly rattled for a bit that something very strange happened. So we went up to Dayton to grab some Buc-ee's snacks and a Buc-ee's brisket. Some Buc-ee's brisket. And then we went over to there was a we wanted to see a movie, so we wanted to see the new Jackass movie because we're still 12. And so it was just right down the road in Huber Heights, Dayton. It was a Regal Cinema, about 18, 19, or 20 theaters.
a Regal brand cinema, not like it was royalty or anything. Far
Correct,
from it,
Regal
actually.
Far from it. So
I mean, it was fancy-esque.
In 1985.
Which
it was
we
a
might have
time
stepped into
capsule.
1985 yet. We have no idea. We may not be here right
we're
now.
still not sure. We're still not sure if we're really here. But so when we pull in the driveway or the parking lot, what we think is the parking lot, Todd is driving, and we get into this parking lot when a strange thing unfolds. Eric has the Google Earth picture.
Well,
But
keep
the
talking. I'm still working on
Okay,
it.
that's cool.
Okay.
So, basically, what happened is Todd's driving, and we could see the movie theater, we could see the parking lot, but it's winding us around all these curves and berms and islands
Shrubbery?
in the middle of shrubbery. The shrubbery,
Like unkempt shrubbery.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
almost like privacy shrubbery. Like somebody didn't want to see a car of morons like us get trapped in there and disappear forever.
And we did get trapped. We could see where we needed to go, but we couldn't get there. There was no way out. Like Todd was going, and then we got to hysterically laugh because at every turn where we thought we would be getting into the parking lot, there was a concrete barrier or a shrub or a bush keeping us from
Right.
getting. Yes,
We
So-
were in every nook and cranny. So what you're looking at there, folks, is that is a smaller section of a much larger parking lot, as you can kind of tell there from the edges of it. So we came in. I wish I had a little cursor thing here, but we came in. Can you see my cursor on your end?
No.
Oh,
no, Eric, if you could put the cursor where those two trees kind of go. Yes, that's
we
the
came in right
entrance.
there because we could see the giant Regal
The-
movie theater.
Theater's over here.
Right.
Yeah.
And so I think, Eric, I came in and went right first, didn't I?
No, I think you went straight.
Okay, I went straight here. Yeah, like follow along.
And then boom.
Well, I will say this. I was looking at this picture backwards yesterday. I do see the little walking path now. I thought it was on the wrong side. But I didn't see that yesterday in person. Matter of fact, I'm not sure that's still there.
Yeah, I'm not convinced. I don't think
really,
it
I'm
is.
not. I'm not, because I was looking. I was purposefully looking for a walking
A way
path.
out.
Yes.
And we were just stuck in this maze, and we kept on turning, and and then we were just hysterically laughing. It's like there is no way out of here. So it got a little bit disorienting, and we
Yeah.
finally made our way back to the entrance of whence we came.
But I think I eventually did go down in that part as well.
So yeah, if you follow my arrow, this was our trip.
Yeah,
we went all the way around this thing, figure eighted.
It is kind of like an odd
Yeah.
figure eight.
And at each turn, we were met with an obstacle. So we finally make it out of this, and we're trying to just like, what even was this? I said, was it a skate park? Did there used to be a building that was leveled? Like it used to be some kind of drive-through thing that's no longer there. We had no idea.
Well, and even if you do want to say, okay, that little walking path that, again, I don't know that it's still there, but if you were to park up in the far end of that, so you're supposed to walk that whole, there's no sidewalks or anything like that.
You can see bushes are ringing the whole thing.
Right.
Yeah.
And on top of that, I don't even know that there's parking spots in there.
There's not.
Now that I think about it, I don't. There's no lines.
There was nothing except shrubbery and confusion.
And again, the shrubbery, you can't tell from this. The shrubbery was like it was meant to entrap. It was tall enough to where you couldn't see over it.
There was thorns in the carrion of other escapees.
Yeah,
stuck in the branches. No, but so we finally make it out, and we get to the parking lot where we're supposed to be, and all four of us are leaving. And Todd and Eric, I'll pass the baton off to you. The first interaction with the gentleman who was conversing with us, that left us
so
scared.
There was a truck kind of parked up on the sidewalk at the entrance of this theater, like a work truck of some sort. Didn't see anyone though, just a truck. And as we're walking into the theater, a gentleman walked out who we believe belonged to that truck. He was dressed like he had work clothes on, and he was walking towards that truck. And he says something along the lines of, "You guys remind me of me and my friends going to the movies." Or no, he said, you guys look like me and my friend. That's what he said. You guys look like me and my friends going to the movies. What are you going to see? Which we didn't really think about until later how weird that is to say to someone.
Because he said it like an older gentleman reminiscing, but truth of the matter, he was probably 20 years younger than us.
Right. I mean, Ethan, he was older than Ethan, but probably not as old as us. And again, he said it as a way of like Brady said, like a joyous old man who was like reminiscing about his heyday. But he didn't say, like, now that I think about it, had he said that kind of remind me of when I used to go to the movies with my buddy, that wouldn't have been near as odd. But to say you guys look like me and my buddies going to the movies, and honestly, physically, none of us looked like him. So he didn't mean that.
No, not even that.
And then he asked, for whatever reason, what are you going to see? And this was all in passing.
We had to say.
We didn't stop and like this was like in passing. Like he's seeing us from maybe 5-6 feet out. That's when he drops you guys look just like me and my friends going to them. Just like, he didn't say you guys resemble. You guys look just like me and my friends going to the movies. Then he says, what are you going to see? And as we're passing and going into the door, we say the new Jackass movie, to which he says,
Is that out? Yes. So there's that. There's the first interaction we had with what we thought at the time was a human.
Okay. So then we go into the first sanctum. We open up the doors, and it's one of those, I call it a faux lobby. It's a foyer that has the kiosks where, because there's no people doing tickets anymore. There's a scrolling kiosk, and we were having a difficult time finding our movie, but we had no problem at all finding. And guys, we're not saying this to be funny. This is literal. We found a scroll place for The Passion of the Christ.
Right.
The Notebook.
Go ahead, Eric.
Now here's the odd thing about that. And you go into the theater, and I'm getting ahead a little bit, but I won't give it away. They have a kind of an advertisement there saying they're going to show. As a matter of fact, we watched a trailer of the 27 minutes and 38 seconds of trailers we watched. One of them was, we're showing older movies.
Right.
But The Passion of the Christ wasn't one of those movies.
No, none of them that
Nor
I
The
saw.
Notebook.
None of them that I saw in there were those older movies.
Or
What we're trying to
Ishtar.
say here is so we have these kiosks. First off, not a person in sight, which obviously is, that's, I guess it's just the world we live in. You got to do everything yourself, and then we at first we couldn't even figure out. We couldn't even find the movie. We couldn't find Jackass at all. It took all four of us on a separate kiosk looking around for movies, but there were like 8 pages of movies. There's like 4 movies showing at the theater. There's like 8 pages of movies to choose from.
But I
Including
don't know
the
if y'all
Playwood
noticed,
section.
Jackass was the only one that didn't have an icon.
Right, and that's why we couldn't find it. There was no Jackass icon. It would have been like you guys have been to the UDFs now that have the kiosk where you order your ice cream. It would have been like them having 40 flavors of ice cream on the kiosk, but only having chocolate and vanilla on the in the actual freezer. Like again, 4 movies showing or whatever, 4 and then but 35 choices, including The Passion of the Christ, The Notebook. There were a couple other older movies as well.
Yeah.
No idea. Anyway, we find it. Eric finds it actually, or Ethan might have. Ethan or Eric one found it.
So, and what gets stranger, and let me state that this movie theater has about between 18 and 20 screens. It's big, it's large,
huge, yes,
huge. So we get our ticket, it spits it out, and then we open the doors to the next lobby. And what unfolds in front of us, it almost looks like, when the kids walked into the Willy Wonka to the chocolate factory. There's neon. There's all these arcade games going at their glory. Everything is lit up, but there's one thing missing.
I fully expected some Oompa Loompas to come out.
I did.
Well, Brady goes to the bathroom, right?
Not yet.
Oh, no. Okay.
We're still taking it in. We're still taking it in because there's all this stuff. I mean, scats. It's like snacks and
it's lit up. There's sounds and it's like you're in an arcade. There's arcade games a hopping, like everything. Yeah. It's a happening lobby,
except for one thing. There's no people.
Yeah,
there is not a soul in this giant atrium of a lobby. I mean, so I was like, I'm going to go to the restroom before I, go to the theater, and I go to the first one there.
On the left, restroom on the left. Common place for a restroom to be when you walk in to a lobby. There's a restroom to the left.
Yeah. So, and I think it's either like, I wouldn't mind getting a Coke or something.
Yeah, well, yes. So we're waiting for Brady, and out of the corner of my eye, I see back behind the where you buy the snacks and where you pay for the snacks and where the popcorn, all that stuff is. I see what could have been a mannequin. It was a tall guy, younger guy, just staring at us like over his shoulder. And I even told Eric, I said, I literally thought when I first saw him that he was fake, that it was like a cutout because he wasn't moving. It was just like he was part of the decor. He was part of the
And can I say something real legit? I blocked out the mannequin dude because when I told a couple of my friends this story, that disturbed me so much. I blocked out the mannequin, the mannequin man.
Well,
go ahead.
Well, so we're looking over snacks, and they got the run of the mill snacks, except they have. I've never seen them anywhere else on the planet. 2 things I've never seen anywhere else on the planet. So one thing I see is they have. I should have sent you a picture, Eric. I may real quick, actually. Pull these up, Eric, if you don't mind. Is it easy for you to do if I email it or text it to you?
Well, I think I can just pull it up here.
Okay. Yeah, I see Hostess Twinkies cookie dough. Now, let me just say that a Twinkie, how do you get cookie dough out of something that doesn't have a cookie in it?
It's a Twinkie dough. It should be
Twinkie dough. Right.
And
it says ready to eat. I beg to differ.
I hope.
I don't know if it is or not.
It's probably from the Cold War era.
I don't think it's real. I don't think it's a real food.
I think there was I think there was glass in it.
And when I look at the bag, it's all for wrinkled. Right.
And that's it.
So Hostess Twinkies cookie dough, which again, if it's real, it should be called Twinkie dough.
but who's ever seen one of those?
Right. So there's that. And then they don't have, like, you look over the candy bar stack, you expect to see Snickers, Reese Cups. No, they have Mr. Beast Feastables, which Eric or Brady and Ethan said they're real.
It's a fine candy bar. Yeah.
Never seen them at a theater, so more power to them. Ethan, so I get a water, a regular size water, 20 ounce, 17 and a half, whatever it is. I didn't even look at the price.
So there's your Mr. Beast Feastable.
Right.
Yeah. Should be called Beastables, but go ahead.
Right. Just Mr. Beastables. So
I kicked in the Beastables.
I get a water. Ethan comes out of the bathroom at this point, and he wants a water. He brings over a giant water.
It's like a keg of water.
Yes. Sets it up. And I'm like, well, of course, Ethan, you got to get the most expensive water. You know, what you need that much water. I'm just giving, the old father-son thing. And then Eric looks up and says, well, actually, Eric.
Whoa.
So the small bottle of water was $5.99. The large bottle of water, which was about a third again bigger, was $6.49. So a mere 50 cents more would have gotten you a third more water.
Right. In the meantime, I had already paid, when Eric gave me this information, I had already paid the lady working. By the way, she came out of nowhere. She had about 17 different shades of makeup, and I don't mean to be mean, but like she was painted up pretty good.
And a mask.
She was nervous.
And a mask. Which, again, to each their own. But I don't know if it was the mask or all the makeup that prevented her from telling me, hey, you could get the big water for only 50 cents more. So there I am with my lopsided purchase of a $6.50 water of like 30 ounces and a $6 water of 17 and 8.8 ounces.
It's like for $5.95 you could get Lake Winoka. For $6.50 you could get Lake Erie. That's the equivalent.
Right. So anyway, we take our snacks, we take our water, and then
don't forget
head down
the lady's
hallway.
nervous acting. She's all like
right.
we're
She's
interrupting
jittery.
something.
Yeah.
Well, and then like she didn't expect to see people in there.
Right.
Now, the guy we talked to when we walked in, we think, now we don't know this, we think there was a truck out front and it was delivering like hydrogenated water for the pop. So we think he was with the truck, but we don't know that.
Right. We don't know.
I think he was delivering funerary supplies for the people who went to the theater.
Right.
But anyway, I digress.
I think he was. Well, I'll tell you what I think he was delivering a little bit later in the conversation. So we start our trek down the hallway. Now this is a mighty hallway, folks, and we start seeing the numbers.
Okay, can I interrupt you for a minute?
Yes.
I think Gary solved this whole thing. She was so scared because she was wondering how we escaped the car maze of terror. like these are people to be reckoned with because they got out of the maze.
Right. Yeah. So we start our trek down the hallway, and it's like every other theater hallway you've seen, except I swear like 3 times wider. Like it was like a 4-lane highway there, and we see the numbers. And what was our theater number? 18.
18.
So our theater number is 18. So we're looking, we see 1, 2, 3. Well, then one of us happens to mention like, oh, there's a bathroom right there. Like, hey, we could have gone to our right was a bathroom, right? To our right.
Yeah.
So we go, we see the numbers. We don't see 18 anywhere because the numbers go from like, what was it?
1, 7, 12, 3.
Just
16.
Whatever numbers they wanted to put up there to entrap people. So we finally go down and we turn right into the hallway, another hallway, and we see it was like 14, 15, 18. Again, they made no
yeah.
So we go into 18. We go in there. We're the only ones there.
And we open the door.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yes. Hell, how can I forget that? So you guys have all, you've been somewhere and you've smelt something, but nobody else has smelt it. And you're shocked that nobody else can smell it. And that didn't happen. There's 4 of us there, 4 grown men. Eric or Brady.
So we walk into the theater and smells like a barn at the fair, not animal dumpings,
Manure,
hay, or
fresh
straw.
cut hay.
Right. It smelled, like I said on the way home, it smelled like ingredients. Like it smelled like some sort of horse feed. Like it might have been some oats in it. I don't know. It was some sort of grain. It was like we all
Very
noticed.
pungent.
Yes.
And we all said, why does it smell like hay?
Right.
We didn't say, hey, what's that weird smell? No, we said it smells
Right.
like
hay.
hay.
I think I turned to Eric and I said, I smell straw. And then just like a couple beats later, Brady said something about I smell hay or something like that.
Yeah.
We hadn't even heard each other. Yeah. So we go and we sit down, and we had chosen row F. And so we sit down, like Eric said, we sit down for the 27 and a half minutes of previews and commercials, and there's some terrible movies coming out, folks, including one of them that I was ashamed to even watch I mean, put it this way. If being a movie star meant I had to be in that piece of excrement that's coming out, you can keep your money.
Yes. So, and I would like to say that when I go to the movie in the summertime, I have suffered, and no joke, Eric, I'm being totally serious when I say this. The one that scarred me is when my friend Doug and I went to see Batman, the third Batman, as we jokingly call Batman and Hal.
Yeah.
And it was so cold in that theater, like you could have hung meat from the ceiling. So it's comfortable. And then all of a sudden, it is like a cold air beam. It's like...
Well, I actually, because Eric said something along the lines of like some sort of relief type.
Well, there were ceiling fans and they were not on.
Right. Eric
And the
said
first thing I said was,
fans.
yeah, we need some ceiling fans.
And then Eric says this, and I had no idea. Honestly, I had no idea what you were talking about at first. And then we all heard it and felt it. It was like somebody
beam.
It was like somebody had wheeled in an industrial fan and hovered it right over at an angle over our backs and our necks and heads.
Loaded it with liquid nitrogen.
Turned it on. And then somebody even said, great, we're going to have to listen to that the entire movie. So it was loud.
Along with the sound of an industrial fan.
Right.
Yeah.
So at this point, I think all of us start, I know in my head, I'm like, which one of us is going to be the canary? So whichever one of us drops dead, the other we all have to run out because we only have a matter of seconds because they're pumping in some gases here, which is what I think the guy we saw out when we were leaving, I think what he was doing with his truck is he was pumping in poison to the theater, and that's why he had to ask us what movie we were seeing so he would know which theater to pump it into.
And that's what the hay smell was, because that's what they used to bury the bodies of the people that have been in the theater before.
Right. So anyway, we survived somehow.
And on the way out,
well, I don't even know how to explain the way out. So okay, I'll tell it from my perspective because there were some things even that I didn't even say because so we're walking out. Eric and I both have to go to the bathroom. So on the corner, we had turned right. I mentioned I had seen the bathroom on the right when we were walking down the hall. So now it's on our left.
Yeah,
Eric and
it's on the literal corner.
Right, it's on the corner, like it's a corner bathroom. I've never seen one. Eric and I go in and use the restroom. I'm doing my business, and I look down and I see it wasn't a toilet, it wasn't a mint. It was like the splash guard, the rubberized splash guard in the urinal. It says, Eric, you got to pull this up, Eric. It'll be easier to text or email it to you.
Email.
Okay, let me. You guys got to see this. Matter of fact, I don't even want to say it until Eric pulls this up.
And then while Todd's pulling that up, they went into that restroom, and I told his son Ethan, like literally 15 feet away, down the hall, 15 feet, there's another bathroom on the right. And I said, I'm not going to go in that one. I'm going to be a contrarian, and I'm going to go in this one.
Eric and I hadn't seen that. So, because we went to the corner bathroom, and now as we sit here, do not know when we were going to the theater, to our theater. I don't know which one I pointed out.
The one Brady went into was literally 5 steps away from the one we went into, and they were not connected. Like you see it at the stadium sometimes, there's 2 entrances to the same big bathroom. This was not the case here. These were 2 separate bathrooms within 10 feet of each other.
So I have a theory is that while we were in the movie, it was iffy with the gas they were pumping in. I think they didn't quite know if that was going to take us out. It didn't. But while we were in the movie, they literally made this bathroom out of just moved some walls around, and they made it to where, and it was customized for us. And you're going to see how I know it was customized. Keep in mind, we had paid with our cards at the kiosk, so they knew our names, right? We had receipts. They knew our names. As I am urinating, I look down in the urinal. And Eric, you haven't read it yet?
Give me 30 seconds here.
So again, we're not exaggerating any of this. That's the weird thing about this. We're not doing this for humor. We're not exaggerating. These bathroom doors were 5 feet apart. The funny thing, here's another reason why I think they built the corner one. Because when we were walking down and I pointed out the bathroom on the right, I didn't say, "Oh yeah, there's another bathroom." Like,
hey, tell me when you're ready for me to project this.
I will. So what I'm trying to tell everybody is there weren't 2 bathrooms when we went to the theater. We would have seen them because I literally pointed out, "Hey, there's another bathroom we could have gone in." So we would have seen it. So we're coming out. Eric and I just go in the bathroom to the left. The one I thought was the one I pointed out when it was on the right when we were walking to the theater. No.
And once again, I make the joke that I'm going to be a contrarian and oppositional, and I'm going to go to the bathroom that they didn't go into.
Right.
And I said that as a joke.
Right. So we're in the bathroom. Eric's doing his business. I'm doing my business. He's in the stall. There was only one urinal. I made a comment about how these were the annoying urinals that were not the correct height, so they splashed your legs while you were going to the bathroom. But yeah, see, ladies, us men have to deal with that kind of stuff. So don't think, yeah. And I look down, and Eric, show him what I see. Brady plus. And look how new that looks, guys. That was put there during our 2-hour movie. You can't tell me they didn't print that out based on Brady's name.
And guys, I don't want you to think I was in on it.
No.
Because I don't think my urinal said Brady Plus, or I would have noticed.
And by the way, that is not. There's nothing bad in that picture. I had flushed. That's urinal foam.
Urinal foam.
I drink plenty of water.
That's the plus. That's the
right.
plus.
Brady plus. That's what I look down and see in a bathroom that was not there when we walked by 2 hours before that.
And Todd, you might have forgotten this part. So we're coming out of the bathroom, and we finally see another human. No. It was a gentleman that has a baby in one of those front slings.
Right. So he comes out of a door. I don't know what it was, if it was a theater or another bathroom. He comes out. He's got a baby strapped to his chest, and he is going to the women's bathroom across from the bathroom that Brady and Ethan used, and he's calling somebody's name.
And he never came out.
No, he did. He did.
Oh,
but no,
she didn't.
She didn't. And then he goes like 2 or 3 doors and calls her name. So then he walks out to the lobby. We're walking out to the lobby. All new people in the lobby working at behind the mannequin man wasn't there. Makeup and mask girl wasn't there. The makeup and mask girl wasn't there. It was a younger girl there, and it actually, and then another girl came down towards where we came from.
With a dustpan on a stick.
Right, a dustpan on a stick. And as we're walking out, and we turn the corner, there's another damn bathroom to the left, opposite side of the one Brady and Ethan used when we walked into the place.
Yep.
And that guy that had the baby strapped to him walks out of the front.
I didn't see him walk out.
He walked out. Then we leave we walk out, and there's a white SUV parked in front of the doors, and there's a younger woman there.
Okay, can I interject here?
Yeah.
There was another man too with a younger girl.
Right. I was going to say, yeah, you go ahead.
Yeah. So all at the same time here, Brady's in this restroom that was, I don't know if ours was contrived while we were in the theater or his, but either way, he's in there. This guy with the baby strapped on his chest comes out, calling for the woman who never appears. Then there's another man walking a girl, probably, I don't know, 4 or 5 years old, maybe not even that old.
Right.
The only person that speaks is the guy calling for the woman's the name, and
I can't
never
remember,
appears.
I can't remember where all he went, but he called her name into several doorways.
Yeah.
Like, and I think he must have come out of a theater, like one of the earlier or the lower number of theaters there. But so then that guy walks out of the entire theater with that baby strapped to his chest. I just assume as we're walking out, because we're kind of making jokes about the bathroom, and then somebody said, "Now, if there's a bathroom, out here when we go out into the other lobby, whatever." And I see a car parked there, and I see a woman like finagling, like it looks to me like maybe dealing with kids, and I assume, and then the guy that was carrying the baby walks back in the theater with no baby on his chest. See, did you guys not
didn't
see
even
that?
notice that?
Yes,
I didn't notice that.
he walks.
I never
back
saw
in-
the guy come out.
He walks back. He was ahead of us, and he walked out and he walked back in. So I assumed in my head, well, that was the lady's name he was calling. She must have gone out to get the car. You would think he would know that, but either way, and he's given her the baby. But he walked back into the theater, and then when we got to our car, I turn around. That white SUV's leaving with that lady driving, but the guy is not in the passenger seat with him, with that van.
Now, I did notice that.
So
He's under the hay right now. That's where he's at.
She is this lady that never appeared.
right.
Yeah.
So I think Gary hit the nail on the head. All of us thinking about it, I think he hit the nail on the head. We escaped the maze, the car maze of doom. And we get into the theater, and this girl is very nervous because, okay, here's these 4 guys. They are to be reckoned with because they got out of the car maze of doom. So now we're going to throw the hay at them. We're going to throw gases coming out of the HVAC system. We're going to throw a restroom into the other dimension, and we survive all of it.
Right.
So the 2 people that were working in the lobby when we got there, they were killed. They were killed before we walked out there, and they have all new people. So these next people are up, and they're going to be in charge of doing whatever it is they usually do to people that are not as hardy as we are
Right.
when they get there.
Well,
Already
and think about
are.
it. Now, I mean, I know there's a lot of previews before movies now, but they extended the previews so they could put more gas into our systems. Think about that.
Yeah.
And
So-
you know what? Now that I think about it, that movie preview we saw, that can't even be a real movie. There has never been a movie made as bad as that movie looked. I'm serious, guys. I mean, it made Pootie Tang look like an Oscar. What was that movie, Monkey Bone, with Brendan Fraser? It's known as like one of the worst movies ever. It made that. I'm telling you guys, wait, if this is a real movie, which I don't know that it was, there is
awful.
I am a person that doesn't mind a rom-com, but this looked so bad.
Do you remember the name of it?
I was embarrassed for the people in it watching the preview.
Eric,
do you remember the
I'm
name?
trying to find that movie. So, guys,
I do you know the name of it?
oh no, I'm trying to block it out. I could probably get it out with therapy and hypnosis, but
I'm gonna try a new movie about.
awful stuff.
Oh my gosh! Like I don't even what do you call it? Like Eric said, a new movie about we live in the city, so we're so enlightened. We're so much better than you country bumpkins.
And
it was about the one night of the year you're allowed to be with anybody.
Right. I said it was like The Purge, but
but about hooking up.
yeah. But they never explained. They never explained why one night. They never explained why one night you could do that.
But
Right. Movie.
it was just absolutely terrible. But
about-
guys, I sat on this all night, and I alluded to it on the way home, and people listening, guys,
One night
some
only.
monies.
One night
One night
only.
only.
Uh,
Oh my gosh.
but like, here's the deal: we're not doing it justice. We were genuinely creeped out, and we weren't being weird about it. We're not being funny. I mean, we're laughing about it now, but guys, when we walked out of there, like when I smelled that hay, I did not even know if I was going to be able to enjoy this movie. I was weirded out, but didn't want to be the first one to say it. I had to fight my urge to get up and walk out of that place.
Okay. All right. So this movie is so bad. It has its Wikipedia page. It has a 1-sentence premise. You want to hear it?
Yes.
Sure.
Two strangers, one night only, upcoming American romantic comedy film starring Monica Barbaro and Callum Turner. Released on August 7th of this year. Two strangers try to find love on the one night a year when premarital sex is legal. Someone explain that to me. I mean, it's not always ethical.
But not
It's
illegal.
probably against religious premise. But when is it ever illegal?
Now, here's what they're doing. They are doing the antithesis of, oh, we had a wild night in Vegas, but then we fell in love. No, this is, we don't want to fall in love. That's not, but you know what I mean? It's like trying to turn that trope on its ear.
Okay. Do you want to hear who's in this? I told you the two quote unquote stars.
There is somebody in this that has famous parents.
Well, yeah, that, and there's other people who are famous in and of themselves,
but they don't get the. Well,
we didn't see them in the
no.
trailer.
Well, the one girl I couldn't pick out, but I know her. It's Ethan Hawke and Uma Thurman's daughter is in it.
Yeah, Maya
Hawke.
Don't say that too fast. That's a cut.
I was innocent.
Remind me, that's a cut. All right, two other people in this cast. Are you ready?
Yes.
Molly Ringwald.
Molly Ringworm is in it?
Yes. And Molly Ringwald as Linda. And as Linda's partner, TV's Reading Rainbows, LeVar Burton.
Wow.
See, this isn't real. This was
telling
piped in
It was
from a
piped in.
parallel universe.
Right.
It's not real.
Because here's the
I
deal.
feel like that girl in the plane.
Right. You don't.
It's not real.
If when you put a movie out that already looks like absolute shite, you need all you can get and so you need people like us to go see it because I think the young people are going to think it's dumb. You put Molly Ringwald's name in there and you highlight her in the preview.
Okay, I'm going to say this now, and we need to remember this. So put this in your brain pans, okay? When this movie gets to the streaming, we need to do a watch along on this podcast.
I don't think so. I think the Geneva Convention forbids it.
The director's Will Gluck. It might as well be Will Cuck.
but you know, yeah, that was a terrible preview. The guys like
the writer is Travis Braun. Let's hope he's not related to the great Rob Braun or Bob Braun.
Bob Braun.
But guys, can we fairly say that, like, legit to our listeners, that we were weirded out?
We didn't feel right, so we stopped in and had some ice cream at the where'd we go after?
Young's Dairy.
Young's Dairy. And I felt weird even there. Surrounded by some of my favorite things. Ice cream, cheese. I felt weird halfway home.
It was uneasy.
It was uneasy.
Well, let's point out a little bit though. So I wanted to go back a little bit. I was going to stop you, Brady, but I wanted to get so here's how this happened, folks. This all made us very uncomfortable. Nobody felt comfortable with it. And then we just said, hey, we have to tell this story. We did not work. You can ask my son. We didn't work on this on the way home. We didn't say, "Hey, Brady, you talk about this, and I'll throw this out there." And Eric, like, this is how weird this was. Our biggest concern was that it wouldn't come off to other people as something like we figured everybody would be like, "Well,
oh, they're giving it the treatment. They're giving it their treatment."
Right. But I did want to talk a little bit back up about our trip to Buc-ee's. So there's lots of things to talk about at Buc-ee's as well. So this is a whole new topic, really. First off, I think we had an excellent plan at Buc-ee's. We pull into Buc-ee's, and the big man upstairs blessed us with an absolute dime of a parking spot.
An amen corner parking spot.
I'm talking like what? 12 feet from the door? 12 feet from the door.
Yep. It was closer to the door than those two restrooms were.
Right. Yeah. So we go in. Eric says, "Hey, I think I ought to get a buggy or a carrot." So we go in. We go into Buc-ee's. It's decently crowded, but not overwhelmingly so. And we decide we're going to eat first. Bless you.
Excuse me.
So then, Eric, we make the decision. Well, we don't need the cart now because we're not. In fact, I don't know if Eric were you planning on shopping and then using the cart?
Yes.
Because I agreed with you. I'm not making fun of you because I'm like, yeah, one of us probably should. I even said, do we need 2 carts? Like,
right.
4 grown men trying to figure out a cart situation is probably is humorous in itself. So we go in, we decide. Ethan is the first one I think that comes over with a brisket sandwich. And he says, I went with the sliced. Blew my mind. Had no idea you could get the brisket in sliced or diced.
Sliced and or diced.
Yes. So we all get our food, which takes way longer than it should. We're just walking around looking at whatever we can grab, and we decide. I say we all got brisket. Ethan got he got a brisket and he got a brisket burrito, I believe.
Yep.
We got some Bucky chips or something like that. Got some tenders and fries. What else do we get? We got about.
Which I thought tasted like fish sticks.
We thought, we got about 3,000 sauces, and obviously, if you guys have been to Buc-ee's, the biggest weakness to Buc-ee's is the fact there's nowhere to eat.
By design.
So we go out in the car. Well, we had decided, okay, we'll go eat, and then we'll come back in. Then we'll get the cart. Then we'll do some shopping. So we go out and we eat. Food was delicious. I made the joke, which wasn't gourmet food. I think it's pretty damn good. The fries are fantastic. Yeah. Brady and Ethan didn't like the tenders. Eric and I did. I don't know where they get it. Brady said they taste like fish. I don't know what he's talking about.
No.
I've had tenders that taste like fish before. Usually it's at Long John.
At a fish place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we eat, and then we do some people watching. And after we eat, was it after or was it later? We watched this gentleman standing there, big guy. We
very
all
athletic. Looks like he could be a linebacker.
Right. He's standing there, 10 foot in front of our car, one of those self-important Bluetooth ear things. He's talking to somebody while eating a dag-nabbed salad.
He was eating a salad.
Does he not know there's exploding diarrhea to be had in that salad on those leaves of lettuce? He's eating a salad. First off, guys, talking on the phone with someone eating is bad enough, but talking to someone that's on a phone that's talking out loud in a public place and they're eating a crunchy ass salad.
Hold on.
It was fork after fork of aggravation watching him.
And here's what it would sound like. I'm getting one of the buck nuts that I got yesterday. The beaver nuggets.
But here, Brady, but you can't mimic lettuce crunching and salad stabbing. Yeah. So we watched this guy because we had nothing better to do than to watch this guy eat this salad and talk to some. I don't even know if he was talking to someone. He was pretending to talk to someone. So he eats this salad, and we're all like, okay, we just.
He also had a sandwich.
Well, I was getting to that. We just scarfed down some brisket, some tenders, some fries, a burrito, and this guy's eating a salad. I mean, now granted, he looks like he eats a lot of salad, so I'm not gonna. I mean, there's no sour grapes here.
Not a single one of us is going to walk up to him and question his ways.
But you don't go to Buc-ee's to get a salad. First off,
and you don't eat it in the entrance.
Right.
Well, normal mortals are pigging out on brisket
right. And Bucky nuts or beaver nuts or whatever they're called. Yeah. So he eats about half his salad. He closes it up because he's going to save it for later. Of course he is. and then he busts out either a brisket or a pulled pork sandwich. Takes a couple bites of it. Takes a couple bites of it. Wraps it back up. Goes back to the salad where he had kept his fork the whole time. He gets back to the salad, opens it, pops the lid back off, and starts munching on some more salad. And then walks away, throws about at least half the salad in the garbage, but yet carries his bag with a sandwich he had about 2 bites taken out of. We go back in the store. We walk by where he was standing. A pile of meat is laying on the ground of either brisket or pork.
He left a brisket behind.
Right. Then we go in and do our shopping.
And now, do you want to go into the lady that interrupted you?
All right. So Eric, we go over. We're looking at some things. I bought a hat. Brady's looking at some clothes. Eric buys what everybody buys at Buc-ee's, like a Bluetooth.
I needed a Bluetooth transmitter.
They have everything there for
I thought he was getting something for his ear so he could be like that guy eating the salad.
Yeah.
So and then we go, and I made the comment, I've never eaten nuts out of a paper cone before, and Brady, if he buys a paper cone of nuts. And so we all decided on a dessert. But in the meantime, the whole reason I was this whole trip had come about is Ethan wanted to go get some. They have a fresh, like you can buy jerky already, but you can also buy fresh jerky.
Already jerked.
Already pre-jerked. Speaking of jerks, so Ethan and I are standing there, and there's a guy at the jerky counter, and he's like, "Can I help you?" And I step up to the jerky counter, and I say, "Yeah, I'll take." I said, "Can I buy it in pieces?" Because the price was like per pound, and I'm like, "It's like $14.99 a pound. I don't need various pounds of jerky." So I said, "Can I buy it in pieces?" And he's like, "Yes." So I say, "Okay, I'll take 2 pieces of like the Korean barbecue, 2 pieces," and I'm well within my order. My order has begun. And some lady, I'm guessing 30.
Yeah.
With a daughter, I'm guessing 9.
10. Yeah, 9 or 10.
Literally, guys, you couldn't have fit a 2x4 in between me and the jerky counter. He was having
a one-on-one conversation with the jerkologist. It was him and him
the
only.
man has already started to reach in and handle my jerky. She comes up and puts her shoulder in between me and the jerky counter, and she's like,
she cross-checked you out of the way.
Cross-checks me, and she says, oh shit, what did she say? Oh, she asked if where she could find tacos.
One does not consult the jerkologist.
No, you don't consult the jerkologist. Yeah, she's like, where can I find some tacos or whatever? And he said, I know what she said. She said something along the lines of, "Do I order tacos here?" I wasn't even there. Which, had this been after we went to the theater, I would understand, because I'm not so sure we're alive right now.
Right.
But this is before that. I'm visible. I'm a solid. I'm there. And she says, "Is this where I order the tacos?" And then you could see on his face he knew the lady was rude, but he didn't want to be rude to her. So he goes on what felt like a 10-minute conversation. It's probably more like 5 or 6. Me pausing my jerky order, giving me time to second guess my jerky order, to be honest with you. I had it all planned out. And he tells her where she goes and gets them. And she's like, "Is that ground beef in those tacos?" And the guy's like, "No, ma'am, it's brisket." She's like, "Oh, brisket. I've never had that in tacos. Is it good?" I mean, this conversation interrupted my jerky order. And he's like, "Oh, yeah, it's delicious. We're known for our brisket and stuff." And she's like, "Okay." And she's like, and you would recommend, "Oh, no, I know. He said you get pork or brisket." And she's like, "So which do you recommend?" All while interrupting my jerky order.
Were you shooting her a glance?
I
I certainly would have been.
I was quietly telling Ethan, man, this lady's rude. Ethan and I were having a side conversation, and then Ethan even said, you can tell the guy talking to her thought she was rude too. And in fact, she walks away towards Taco Land, and the guy even says, I apologize for that. And I'm like, buddy, you don't have to apologize for her rudeness. She clearly thinks that she's more important than anybody else in Buc-ee's. It'd be one thing had she just said, do I wait in line or do I but to start talking about what the tacos are made of, where they are, does he like them?
Does it come from a New Hampshire hog or a Texas hog? Like, there's so many questions.
Right. And Celia, you're exactly right. I needed Celia there because Celia definitely would have told her.
Oh, there'd been a throwdown if Celia was there.
But what we did instead was we all went and loaded up on dessert. Eric got some sort of gross coconut stuff.
Yeah, we got the banana pudding, banana puddings, which are known for.
Yeah.
And I like coconut water. I like some coconut, but he gets a coconut cream pie parfait.
Don't yuck my yum. That's totally out of line.
Well, we go get our desserts. We get some. Brady gets his cone of nuts. We get some a couple bags of beaver nuts or whatever they're called, and then we check out again. And so we're sitting there. Why we're eating our banana pudding or our puddings. And
by the way, get this visual of 4 grown men sitting in a car on a 90-degree day eating pudding. Sorry, go ahead.
Right. And who do we see in front of us? Right where the guy eating the salad had been? The lady who interrupted me. Her and her family decide they're going to have their by the way, there's a big old bag of corn. Right? Is that what it was?
Well, and there's a pile of firewood. And there's corn. Right. Bags of corn.
Well, the whole family, and there's a bunch of them. There's like 3 daughters and 2 little boys. And the dad, I don't mean to be mean. Slides with socks. Slides with socks. Ate his food like a caveman.
Hat on backwards.
Hat on backwards hat, slides with socks, all the things I hate. Just eating everything in sight. Like he's not even so his family's just like not even existent to him. He's just scarfing everything down. And the
kids are running in traffic and
right. Kids are nowhere to be seen. Like 2 of them were like around the post. Like they couldn't even see. We're watching their kids for them. We're babysitting this lady who interrupted these kids while the dad scarfs down his tacos.
Because she's busy interrupting other people. That's why we're babysitting her kids.
Slides, black socks. I don't know. Anyway.
Now mind you said us eating pudding in the car and that being a story. This is all an infinitely better script for a movie than One Night Only, mind you.
Amen.
By far. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, if the people writing that movie had said, hey, how about a bunch of guys sitting in the car eating pudding? That's better than what they came up with.
Right. And I will say this. I always say on here when I'm going off on my I don't mean anything personal. If you're a person that wears your hat backwards or you wear slides with socks, more power to you. Not my cup of tea. Well, first off, I thought at first he just had slides on. And I went on my little rant, but men's feet should never be seen unless you're at the beach. I still stand by that. I don't want to see your hairy knuckled feet when I'm eating my brisket at Buc-ee's. And but then I saw that he had socks on, which makes it a little bit dorkier in my opinion. But I still don't have to look at his bony ass toes while he was scarfing down the tacos that she interrupted me for. But do these have beef? Who goes to Buc-ee's expecting ground beef? First off, Buc-ee's don't have beef.
I swear, you should have got out of the car and walked up there and got about 2 inches from her nose. Said, "Hey, how you like them? How you like them tacos?"
Right, I should have.
How's that ground beef?
But I will say this: when we realized that the guy with the slides and the backwards hat, the cutoff tee, he no sleeves on. Of course, no sleeves on his shirt.
Yep.
When I realized who he was married to,
It all came together.
It all came together, and I felt bad for him because I knew that the reason he had his hat on backwards and slides and socks on and no sleeves and stuff was because he'd given up. He'd given up.
He has no
I
direction
half jest
in his
folks. I
life.
half jest. Right. So anyway, we also realized how much we like to people watch because we probably stayed in that car another half hour after we got done eating our pudding.
We
Listen to that sentence.
we
Our
could
man pudding.
we we considered getting our phones out and going live and doing a mini podcast episode just of people watching.
Right, and like I said, that was all before we went.
That's before we went into the Twilight Zone.
We kind of went reverse chronological order there on you guys. But anyway,
That had to be
like-
the beginning of the Twilight Zone.
it did.
Had to be.
It did. Yes.
Should have known something was going to happen.
When she interrupted you at the jerky counter, that's caused the little split in the space-time continuum. It was like caused the wormhole. It caused the fabric of the space and time to be separated.
Well,
And-
and again,
And I know how it went down. You know, she interrupts and Todd's face goes like this. And it's that scene where everything around him's going really fast and he's just going.
right.
That happened and you didn't know it.
Commercial.
Well, and I'll be honest with you, I was proud of myself because I've learned some self-control as I've gotten older. Because I am not exaggerating anything I just talked about. There was no exaggeration.
No, I mean, the whole thing we just told, it was matter of fact.
Nonfiction.
I would have given that as a statement to the police if I
Right.
had to,
I would
under oath.
had that man, had that lady been arrested for getting in front of me and interrupting my jerky order, I would have told the police the same thing. So put her in the clinker. She deserves it. Put her in the paddy wagon.
Can I throw this out there? Because, like, as I was trying to decompress last night before bedtime, something dawned on me. You notice how we saw a lot of Air Force people?
Yeah.
What if, there's some pretty freaky things that have happened at Wright Pat. What if something got out of Hangar 18 and warped our space time? What if so have you ever heard these people? I don't believe this, by the way, but there are people that believe we live in a simulation that
Well, it's like the ending scene of Men in Black. It's like the big alien playing marbles with us, with
Yeah.
Earth.
Do you think that we were where the disappearing concession people, that we were the video game and they were taking us through all these things and weird items where we were jumping this and jumping that and navigating the maze and I don't know.
It was one of the strangest days of my existence.
Oh yeah.
And again, if we didn't have my son there, I could see everybody here thinking that it was just something we gussied up for the podcast.
Yes. Ethan serves as a neutral participant in this craziness that we experienced yesterday.
Do you know how crazy it was that I had forgotten?
How crazy
about
was
the
it?
I had forgotten about the Brady Plus urinal mesh. I'd forgotten about that until you brought it up. That seems like something that would stick in my head, but I'd forgotten about that.
And again, notice how fresh it was. There's never been a urinal.
The writing,
thing
not
even
the
is.
urine.
There's never been a urinal splash guard or whatever that thing is for. That was
Ethan-
that fresh.
Ethan is here to attest all is true.
Thank you, Ethan. Yes, Ethan, who's
Yes.
never joined the podcast before. Did we embellish any of that?
Yes.
It was just what, Eric?
I'm going to tell you, never did I knew we were going to talk about this. Never did I ever think that this was going to be an almost hour-long story.
Which goes to show you, we can dream up our own.
We can peel that onion
look,
back because
We
there's
just
layers
walk
and
outside,
layers.
folks, and we got content.
Yeah.
Oh,
Anywho,
anyhow. So I don't even know what we'll just call it. Like if this was an episode or something, I don't even know what we would call it. The boys went out for pudding.
Pudding is delicious. That's what you call it. Except Eric's.
Oh, like I said, don't yuck my yum.
Well, the scary thing is how dangerously close the coconut mousse is to the banana mousse.
You could have very easily picked the wrong one.
But had
The hues were very similar.
Right. I told you guys though, my pick was purposeful and planned. I picked up like 5 of those banana pudding things and I spun them around in my hand and I checked the wafer to banana and pudding ratio and chose the one with the highest wafer ratio.
And then didn't Ethan steal your ratioed pudding?
No, what happened was we were taking them out and those things are perfectly coiffed, like the little dollop of Cool Whip. You know what I mean? It's like a fresh haircut on those things. And I dropped mine, and it knocked everything to the side, and the Cool Whip to the side, which messed.
That's what caused the parallel universe to open up.
That did it.
Yeah.
Ah, man. But did they have chocolate pudding?
Yes.
Yeah, they had
Okay, sorry. I was so fixated on the banana that I wasn't going to have anything else. But
And you totally missed the key lime.
Yeah.
Mm. Yep.
Brady, who adores key lime more than any of us.
should be called key liming.
I thought it was pistachio.
Or Oreos. Oh, I don't even know where we go after here.
I have a bracket drawn up. You have a topic. We could go a couple different directions.
Scissors, paper, rock.
We apologize. There's been lots of comments along this. We apologize for not. We were trying to get through this story why it was freshest in our memory. But yeah, say the chocolate pudding is really good there. Say you had that last
Well,
time.
I'm going to scroll back and highlight.
Skinner back.
Yeah, Skinner back. First of all, prayers for Savannah's mother. She's in the hospital. Sorry to hear that.
Oh, there's Savannah.
Zeman is with us.
And Zeman, I'm sorry, I was on the story kick, and I there was 2 or 3 times I was wanting to say welcome Zeman.
He says it depends on your definition of old. Passion of the Christ was over 20 years ago, which to me is not old at all. But
Right, but
before
it's all about
Zeman was
perspective.
born.
so let me ask you a question. What would have happened had we bought that movie? Had we at the kiosk?
Oh, we would have gone
wanted
into
to
another
know.
wormhole
I mean,
and probably would have died. We probably would have died.
right. I think so. You know, now that I think about it, when that guy asked us what movie, maybe that saved our life.
Could
Maybe
have
that's
been.
maybe that's why. And so maybe he was going against the workers there who were clearly trying to kill us. The owners of
Because
the
we
parking
reminded
lot.
him of his friends.
Right.
Maybe that lady that walked into the bathroom is the one that got it.
That's what I'm
He
saying.
asked her.
Right. And so when he asked us that, he actually saved our lives. So he pumped in fake poison. There was nothing in that in what he was
It
blowing.
just gave
in at
us
us.
hallucinogens.
Right. That very well could be. That's probably pretty close to what actually happened.
Hey, like that, what Zeman was saying about 20 years old's perspective. I think I told you guys this, that I just saw this a couple days ago, that The Outsiders, if it were made today, it would be about life in 2008.
Wow.
Right. So
I do
anyway.
remember. I do remember seeing when we were on vacation at Bucky. She thought it was pistachio as well. I'd have been mad had I bought thinking it was pistachio and had to eat a sour ass key lime dessert. That's all key lime is sour.
If it's got too much, yeast in it, yes. But there is okay. Actually, my sister and brother-in-law, my niece and their nephew, they're down there right now. There's the Oasis restaurant in St. Augustine, not the band. It's just called the Oasis. But their key lime pie is the perfect ratio. It's like a cream pie with a hint of key lime juice, and it's the gold standard. Just saying.
I definitely would want the Cool Whip ratio to be heavy on that side of things rather than the key lime.
Indeed.
Yeah. Whereas my mom says it's not Cool Whip. It's that, and I quote, that old Eagle brand milk. Don't get her started on that.
I might even favor some snake spit for a key lime. Some good old Morangi.
Can you put meringue on a key lime pie? Is that allowed?
I think so.
It might cause another split in the wormhole, but at this rate, what do we got to lose?
Celia is convinced that they were delivering body parts or drugs to the theater in the truck.
I think it was supposed to be our body parts, but I am convinced that guy saved us now that I think about it.
He's the anti-hero. He scared us.
Yes. Miss Wilson, did it smell like skunk?
No.
They were doing much heavier lifting, so to speak, there than just making Mary Jane in that theater.
It was it smelled
hay.
like the fair.
But
The
not
barn
manure
side of
fare.
things. No manure.
It's
Fresh
like,
fare. Like before
fresh,
animals arrive.
cleanly shorn hayfield.
Right. It was like brand new rabbit bedding.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like,
that's
you know what I mean? It was like
a
yeah.
fresh cedar and hay without the cedar.
Yeah, it smelled like. Have you ever
Hey.
taken like a blade of straw and put it in your mouth? It smelled like that tastes.
It only happens on Hee Haw.
Well, that's why we all do it, just so we can look cool like they back in the day.
Yeah.
But like that's what it smelled like.
So Gary says that One Night Only should be called the Rumspringeling-a-Ding-Dong movie.
Actually, somebody said this earlier. Who was it that said we should have a showing of it?
I did.
So let's do this. I mean, we don't need to decide right now, but you could at RJ, you could rent out
A theater?
We should rent out a theater when that comes out and invite all of our Play It By Your podcast fans to come and watch it.
Well,
That's not a
And then
bad
we should
idea.
just absolutely trash it.
Not a bad
Not the
idea.
theater.
oh, I just say
If it smells like hay,
it's okay.
Stay away.
If it smells like straw, have yourself a ball.
Yow, yow.
Y'all.
Historian is with us. Welcome.
Oh man.
Yeah, Celia. If Celia had been there with that lady, there'd been a throwdown, and I'd been there for it. I'd love to seen it myself.
The historian, I gotta share this, man. He had a comment. Oh, hey, by the way, this ties into our story. Not only this, but I'm a Verizon customer, and I believe Todd is. Our cell phones were jacked all day yesterday. Like something was wrong with Verizon. I had like one bar in like because the historian sent me this yesterday, and I didn't see it till way late, and I forgot to respond to it. But he made one of the best comedy. I've got to tell you this statement. He said, "Did you?" And I'll read it. I will read it, and it has to do with, well, with food and things like that. So here it goes. Ready? He said he was listening to the Reds on radio, and they are advertising Tuesdays as $2 Bar S Hot Dog Day. As if attendance wasn't bad enough, they're doing that Bar S Hot Dog, which is the biggest example of lips and buttle dog you will ever find. Because we've made many comments that Bar S is a terrible hot dog, and they're supposed to entice people with that. Well, they're still making money hand over fist because a Bar S hot dog, you can get a whole
lips over buttle.
lips over
You beat me
buttle.
to it.
Sorry.
Yeah, so they're trying to con you into a $2 hot dog's a good deal, guys. I
Con,
can get
they're trying to con
pounds
you.
of Bar S hot dogs for $2.
I'm telling you, the wiener puns. You missed your own pun, Brady. They're trying to con us.
Ah, but anyway, so yeah.
Yes.
Does anybody else feel bad about the Bar S hot dogs? That like, is everybody else on the same page? That that's
bar
like
ass
the
or
worst?
bear ass?
Gary called them Barfests.
Yeah, they're bad.
I've never known from day one what you were talking about with that. I've never ate one.
Oh, consider yourself lucky.
Yeah.
So Miss Wilson said if they can make a movie about guys playing tag all their lives, why not guys pudding eating adventures?
We should go on an adventure and go to every
Pudding.
Buc-ee's in the country, just eat pudding.
Gosh, we're gonna need to buy a bigger van. We won't be able to fit in it by the like all those European tourists at the World Cup eating Buc-ee's every day.
Gary also said, I've heard that fake poison smells of hay.
Cyanide smells like almonds. Nerve gas smells like hay.
So the historian says, how was the movie?
Least favorite
It-
Jackass.
but it's still not bad. It was my least favorite, but a lot of it was greatest hits clips.
Well, I don't want to tell anybody to go see it, and then you go see it and say, "Hey, Todd sent me here to see this," because
Yeah,
there's some repulsive, some very, very
Like,
repulsive stuff.
they outdid the repulsive.
All right, if you like full frontal nudity, of
Male
the male
full frontal.
variety, of the male variety, go for it.
And that's your movie.
That's your movie. If you like it right up close in slow motion, that's your movie.
I'm just thankful it wasn't in 3D like Jackass 3D was, because that would have
Right.
been
I'm gonna try to. So I don't think that's a movie like if you put spoilers out, people are gonna get too angry at. If anyone has ever had a colonoscopy, can I tell that at least? Can I?
Sure.
So if you've had a colonoscopy,
Sure, why not?
Well, if you've had a colonoscopy, you
I did
know
last
that
summer.
they always say the worst part is the night before when you have to drink all
Yeah.
the stuff to clean you out. So there is a
I can
scene.
confirm.
There's a scene where they all drink all the stuff that cleans you out to get ready for a colonoscopy, except they're not prepping for a colonoscopy. They're prepping for a game of Twister. But have no fear, because
Left
they're
foot
wearing clear plastic like saran wrap dresses or something
Like think of like a hazmat suit if they were clear saran wrap.
right. While they're playing the game of Twister after drinking all of the pre-colonoscopy.
And as you can imagine, at times in a Twister game, your head may end up in certain places where you would not want to be after someone drank some of that stuff.
Right.
It's
Yes. And
close
let's
where
just
you
say
don't
that-
want your head at in any circumstance,
Well,
let
true.
alone that one.
Let's
True.
just say the cameras are close.
But no, in all seriousness, there was parts that made me very sad because it really is good. This isn't a spoiler. It is the last one. And people that do go see it, I was disturbed, but like I wasn't disturbed by the movie theater itself. I felt really Johnny Knoxville, his speech seemed slurred, like he's taken so many blows to the head. That's why he couldn't participate much. And they, had a lot of greatest clips or things that they couldn't show for reasons before. They had a few new ones, but like, I mean, it's Jackass. It's gonna make me laugh and everything, but on the pecking order, it's the weakest showing.
Right. And he, I mean, and honestly, there are multiple scenes where he gets emotional, like talking.
Yeah.
You can tell that like it's a big
It's the
deal to
end.
him. Yeah. But again, if you've watched all the other Jackasses, I would probably see it just to put some
Yeah, you
closure
have
to
to
it.
see it to close out
Um,
the set.
If the little spoilers we gave repulse you in every way, then you probably aren't a Jackass fan anyway.
Yeah.
Welcome, April. Yeah, you missed a story. You'll have to watch it later.
You'll have to watch it later, April. If we start now, we'll be here till midnight. And oh,
So let's ask the historian. So, Mr. Historian, was he here? I'm not sure if you were here for the whole topic.
He kind of chimed in the middle of the story, so I'm not sure if he heard the whole
Right.
thing.
I know he was putting his child to bed,
Right.
so he might have missed some of it.
But when you get a chance to listen to all that, that's one of the first like off of the like organic. Again, we don't talk about our topics much, but that was about our own.
Yeah, we never shared that story until we shared it here with each
Right.
other. Even we just
Right.
experienced it, and
Right. So I would be interested from the historian to hear what he thought of that. More of that, less of that, what have you.
Because, yeah.
So I had April at full frontal nudity.
your
What about
timing
the
is
slow motion
impeccable.
part? Close part.
You will not be seeing Todd's Griffins or any of us. Like,
I'll be honest with you though, it takes a special person to know, and I don't mean special good or bad. You choose that.
Unique.
special person to know that there's going to be a camera there in slow mo. Because I'm going to be honest with you guys, and I'm just talking to my dudes out there. Things look different when you're high jumping in slow motion, completely naked. You will look different than you ever imagined, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Now everybody's going to be trying that tonight. You watch.
Let's just say being on the camera in that state did not cause him to be nervous at all.
No.
Yeah.
Just leave it there. I'm like you, Todd. I don't know where we go from here. I don't.
Yes. I'm sorry.
Maybe
Chris,
we should just.
We would like to hear your opinion about that, Chris, because again, we don't do that very often. We don't. You know, it doesn't matter to me. We have Brady's topping's been waiting in the wings. I could do like half of my bracket, and it doesn't matter. I was actually first the first time, but we can Brady's first this time, so it doesn't matter to me. Brady, what do you want to do?
I'm sorry, I'm zoning out. Like,
what I was saying is we could either do your topic in the game, or I could do like the left side of my bracket in the game and save your topic for next week. It's completely up to you. We're an hour in.
I figured the story took the place of the game. The game has been displaced.
So then do you want to do both? You want to do Brady's topic in one half of my bracket?
How about? Yeah, let's just. I'll tell you what. Let's just set up your bracket. Let's get it, and then I'll save mine for next week, and then we can finish up your bracket since it'll.
Now, I will say, yeah, in this bracket, there's not going to be a lot of humor here, but sometimes we have these topics where I think it's more about.
Yeah,
we've realized we've done a lot of food topics lately, so we wanted to change it up. And one thing we haven't touched on lately is music. And obviously, we are. All I read was Jack Black's nipples.
Yeah, if she was scarred by that,
yes.
Not the movie for her.
Not what. So yeah, yes.
This light's disturbing me. My backlighting is turning my teeth orange.
Well, and Miss Wilson, the funny thing is like I said, I had my son with me yesterday, which still isn't the most comfortable thing to do, is to watch that movie with even an adult kid. But the last Jackass movie, Brady and I went and took my son, who was 15 at the time. And it literally starts out with.
He was older than 15.
I thought we figured
he was
the other day.
Starting college.
No, he wasn't.
I think he was a senior.
No. We figured out the other day he was either 15 or 16, depending on when the movie came out. Yeah, because it was, look it up. It was like 7 years ago. No, he's 21. So I think he was like 15 or 16, 5 years ago, something like that. Anyway, I had no idea anything. I didn't have somebody give me a spoiler alert like we just gave you guys. And so we walk in the very first scene. If you ever saw the last Jackass movie, they have a large model setup of a city.
Like Tokyo.
And Godzilla is wreaking havoc on Tokyo. But instead of Godzilla, it is the same dude that was in this movie. He has a puppet.
Appendage.
He has his appendage. He has an appendage puppet of Godzilla wreaking havoc on this city, and that is what I was sitting beside my son watching, and did not feel comfortable at all. So
Ethan says he was 17.
Yeah, it would have been 17. So either way, son, I didn't like it.
But let the record show you were not as uncomfortable then as you were yesterday.
Well, for different reasons. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So what I have here, guys, and we definitely need some opinions from the audience here. I have a 1980s best album ever. And we've talked a lot about, we've had a lot of different music topics. We've had some music brackets. We've done a little bit of everything. I'm not sure we've done this specific one. I will say some of these album titles, the three of us are going to know right off the bat. One of the three. There might be a few we don't know. So let's just get started. Best 80s album. And I don't remember who the maker of this was. It was not Rolling Stone. I will say that. But I can't remember who.
Because it would have been straight up garbage if it were Rolling Stone.
I did zip through these really quickly just to see if I recognize some of them. The first matchup we have Back in Black, AC/DC.
Are these seated or unseated?
Unseated.
Okay.
We have Back in Black, AC/DC. Now, this one I need your help with. Versus Remain in Light. Eric, you want to look that up real quick?
Talking Heads.
Talking Heads.
Oh.
Let's what songs were on that Talking Heads album?
Singles from Remain in Light, Once in a Lifetime.
Oh.
Most certainly the best known song of that album, Once in a Lifetime.
Yeah. Yeah, great song.
This one's an easy one for me, fellas.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like these are seated without being seated.
It does to me too. Yes.
Yeah. So let me say I do like the Talking Heads a lot. And AC/DC is a band I respect as one of the, I don't enjoy every single AC/DC tune that comes on, but there's a lot I do. But let's not mince. A lot of people think that Back in Black is the greatest rock and roll album ever. I don't say I agree with that, but it's considered. So I've definitely got to go AC/DC on this one.
Yeah, I have to as well.
Oh, without a doubt. And I like the Talking Heads, too, but no question there.
We have two AC/DC votes. Are we going by our? Or we're just going to do this by everybody's, right? I shouldn't write it in yet, but
yeah, we get audience votes.
We have 5 AC/DC votes. April's never heard of the Talking Heads. Eric, can you play a Talking Heads song that April's probably heard before?
It'll block us. We can't do that anymore.
Oh, that's right.
Look it up, April.
Even if I do it over my phone, like.
Yeah, I mean, if it senses that you're playing music, it will.
They'll cut off our episode and it'll be awkwardly edited.
Yep.
Or we'll get charged.
Psycho Killer is definitely their most downloaded song.
Huh. I
like And She Was. That's my favorite Talking Heads song.
Wild Wild Life is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Burning Down the House, April. That might be the most well-known because of Revenge of the Nerds.
True. Yeah, she may not even know Revenge of the Nerds.
April, do you know Revenge of the Nerds? You should.
So, this album, by the way, just for what it's worth, was at number 19 on the U.S. charts.
Talking Heads?
The Talking Heads Remain in Light album, which kind of surprises me. It's much higher than I thought it would be.
They were the first. They were the first flow of the new wave. There was Talking Heads, Blondie, Television, the Cars. They all kind of came in on that first wave.
Okay, so April, if you've seen Revenge of the Nerds, when they first get to college, there's a frat party, and an ogre, who just passed away recently.
Oh,
yes, ogre. They're like blowing fireballs. They're like drinking and they're like spraying it on a lighter.
Fireball.
And fire. And ogre, for whatever reason, decides to turn towards the curtains and blows the fire into the curtains, and it sets the frat house on fire. And that's the song that's playing.
Okay.
Watch out.
All right. We totally glossed over the song that she would know.
What?
Burning Down the House.
Right. That's what we're talking about.
That's what we're talking about.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, that's what I said. Because you even said she may not know Revenge of the Nerds. And I'm saying she actually said she loves Revenge of the Nerds, so she's heard Burning Down the House.
Sorry, I was looking up all this.
Yeah,
sorry,
that's the song April that was playing during that scene when the house was on fire,
down the house.
which is what made them have to move into the nerds dorm, and what made the nerds have to move into the gym. So anyway.
Nothing charted from that album, though. The album itself was that high on the charts, but nothing like Once in a Lifetime is number 20 in the U.S. dance chart, but was not.
Same as it ever was.
But let's point this out. Back in Black had Hell's Bells, Shoot to Thrill, Back in Black, You Shook Me All Night Long, Have a Drink on Me, Rock and Roll Ain't Noise Pollution. That's a fantastic album.
Honestly, it could be one of the better albums ever.
It could be. And that,
Yeah.
not even mentioning a couple of the lesser known, Let Me Put My Love Into You. That's a good song. I think that's a euphemism.
No.
Could be.
I think that's the only one. Yeah, that's the only ones I know there. Giving the Dog a Bone. That's a good song.
Yeah.
Is that a
Anywho,
euphemism?
Back
Anyway.
in Black.
I think that's an easy one. Speedy
All right.
recovers, April, by the way.
Yes. So we'll wait till she heals up to watch the lame movie at RJ Cinema.
Yep.
Hey, you know what you could actually do there as well? You can bring other movies. So we could have a Revenge of the Nerds watch party.
There you go.
Ethan, did I not say Back in Black?
I think you did.
I thought I did, but maybe I didn't. All right, next up we have great album. No Jacket Required.
Yep. Phil Collins.
Phil Collins. Versus Creatures of the Night,
Kiss?
which I believe is no,
Kiss.
I believe that's it's Kiss. Yeah.
Let's Kiss.
Yeah. This is hands down. No Jacket Required is a great encapsulation of the 80s. It's Phil Collins at some of his best powers before he started doing Disney themes and Disney music and things like that. That is some strong stuff.
In the air tonight, right on that album.
Yeah. I mean, not only are they well-written songs and he's burying his soul, like it was very painful, but the man revolutionized drum sounds in the studio by the double gate reverb on the the gated reverb on that. It's groundbreaking.
Well, and I will say, I mean, this isn't one of my favorite Kiss albums. There are better Kiss albums than Creatures of the Night.
Is
Well,
Creatures of the Night the one that has Lick It Up and Heaven's on Fire?
It has Creatures of the Night, Saint and Sinner, Keep Me Coming, Rock and Roll Hell, Danger, I Love It Loud, I Still Love You, Killer, War Machine, I'm a Legend Tonight, Down on Your Knees, Nowhere to Run, Partners in Crime, Deadly
Is that a
Weapon,
euphemism.
Feel Like Heaven, Nowhere. I mean,
Well, I don't
It's
think
a
all
bad
those songs
Kiss
are on the album, though. I think
Oh,
you
hang on.
have an extended version or something.
yeah. So
Yeah.
War
Yeah.
Machine is the last song.
War Machine.
Song on the album.
Yeah. So that's not.
It's not a great Kiss. I mean, I'm not a huge. I don't dislike Kiss, but I'm low ranking in the Kiss army,
Right.
and yeah,
I'm wondering why it's even in this bracket. To be
yeah,
honest,
me too.
Well, I'm guessing that is what would that be like which
Play in.
No, I'm talking about the bracket. If they
Yeah.
were seeded,
16 seed.
Yeah,
No.
they had to go. They
second
had
one
to,
down, so it would be like a
16.
I'm guessing, huh? Like
Two
They
and
had to do the
15.
play-in game with Leo Sayer to get to the.
Do we all? I mean, so far it looks like Phil Collins is running away
Oh
with it.
yeah,
Without a doubt.
absolutely.
All right, next up, Slippery When Wet,
Oh,
Bon Jovi, great album. Versus Heartbeat City,
Cars.
The Cares.
That's tough. That's an 8-9 right there or something.
gosh.
That probably is an 8-9. So let me just run down up for our listeners. Heartbeat City had Magic, Drive, You Might Think,
Tonight She Comes.
Not Tonight She Comes. If it had that, it would be a winner for me. That's my favorite Cars song.
Yeah. Man.
But my gosh, Slippery When Wet. Let's go over that just for the. Eric, if you have them up there,
So
I do.
just for what it's worth, and I'll give chart
Cheers.
placements for all these things. Heartbeat City, peak chart position was number 3 in the United States.
In an MTV Video Music Award for Video of the Year for You Might Think. And Paulina Perizikova.
True that.
So
And song wise, just again for what it's worth, You Might Think number 7 on its peak. Let's see.
Magic.
Lost my place. Here we go. You Might Think, number 7. Magic, number 12. Drive, number 3.
Huh.
Hello Again, number 20. I guess the title track, Tonight She Comes, number 7.
That's on there? I didn't see it on the.
Yeah.
Oh, no, sorry. That was Greatest Hits.
Yeah,
My
that's
bad.
not on there.
Yeah.
But I guess it was re-released in 1985.
Now, let me real quick, Eric, without you looking up, let me run this down. Slippery When Wet, you had You Give Love a Bad Name,
Excellent.
Living on a Prayer,
Excellent.
Social Disease,
Yeah.
Wanted Dead or Alive,
Yeah.
Raise Your Hands,
That's a favorite of mine, and
Without
Wild
Love.
in the Streets.
Without Love,
Yeah.
and this is a favorite of mine, I Die For You, great Bon Jovi song. Never Say Goodbye, that was our class. I got to go Bon Jovi.
Yeah,
Ah,
that's ooh.
that's a rough. Yeah.
Let
me put it
more
this
hits
way.
on Slippery When Wet.
13-year-old me would have voted Cars. 55-year-old me would go Cars. 15 through 35-year-old me would say Bon Jovi. Does that make sense? Like, where I
Okay,
was-
so sorry. Go ahead.
It makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense.
So chart, just since I did the Cars, I'll do Bon Jovi. Obviously, Slippery When Wet peaked at number 1 on the album chart. Single wise, scroll down here. Let's see, Slippery When Wet, You Give Love a Bad Name, number 1. Living on a Prayer, number 1. Wanted Dead or Alive, number 7. Never Say Goodbye, that's surprising to me, did not chart.
It wasn't released.
It wasn't.
Nope, it was not released. It organically became popular because, like, the record company wanted them to wrap it up and start recording their new album. So it was never released.
So only 3 songs released from that album.
Let's see. Bad
Wanted Dead or
Name.
Alive,
Uh-huh.
Living on a Prayer, and You Give Love a Bad Name. That's the only 3.
There was a 4th.
Well, it must have been Never Say Goodbye, because that's the only other one listed here.
I Die For You was released, wasn't it?
Nope.
Huh.
That's a great song. I would actually say 5. To me, there are 5 hits on that one.
Yeah.
Living on a Prayer, You Give Love, Wanted Dead or Alive, I Die For You, and Never Say Goodbye.
And Wild in the Streets should have been written, like, that was one of my favorite Bon Jovi songs. Man.
Raise Your Hands was pretty good too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was a great opener. Great opener.
That wasn't the album opener.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Let-
I'm gonna have to give Bon Jovi the
Let It-
nod there.
Yeah. Let It Rock was the album opener.
Oh, yeah, but the concert opener was "Raise Your Hands." That was his tradition because I mean the crowd one.
We could sometime, it would be neat to do a topic where you do like, we should go ahead and do this sometime, but strongest back-to-back albums, because Slippery When Wet, New Jersey, back-to-back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Both
man.
peaked at number 1.
yeah.
I'm a Cars guy. I love the Cars.
Oh,
I
I do
love,
too.
I will say some of the most underrated, tasteful guitar work in
Oh.
rock and roll history.
Absolutely.
But man, those Bon Jovi songs. Like Say's got a good point, and so April, like the staying power of Bon Jovi.
Yeah.
See, I would argue that a little bit. I would think a lot of kids, they might not know the name, but they would, if they heard Just What I Needed or something, would probably recognize that. But yeah,
Yeah, I go Bon Jovi.
Bon Jovi.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
I
a
think
tough
that's
one.
what. All right, this next one's an easy one for me. Let's Dance. Bowie.
David Bowie.
Yep.
Versus.
Blizzard of Oz.
Oh, dang, man. I love me some Bowie. That had Let's Dance and China Girl and Modern Love. Stevie Ray Vaughan was on that. in a tasteful way, not in the way that Eric dislikes. He played the solos in that. The Blizzard of Oz
Blizzard of Oz, my
rewrote
gosh.
the book.
I Don't Know, Crazy Train, Goodbye to Romance, Suicide Solution, Mr. Crowley.
Revelation, Mother Earth.
Right. No Bone Movies. That's a nice little ditty.
Yeah.
Do you want to hear about charts?
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Chariots are what we live for.
Let's Dance peaked at number 1, which again surprises me. I don't know why it surprises me. I mean, he was pretty well played during that period of time, as I remember. Single wise from that album, obviously you have the title track, Let's Dance. David Bowie has a really long discography in Wikipedia. Okay, 1980s. All right, Let's Dance, number 1. China Girl and Modern Love, number 2. So Blizzard of Oz. Now, chart-wise, I don't know that Ozzy ever did as well as that, did he?
Probably not. I think as I'm reading, I highly, highly recommend Ozzy's book, Last Rites. I'm listening to it now. Just a fantastic read. But Blizzard of Oz was so huge for Ozzy because, I mean, think about it. This man is fronting Sabbath, gets kicked out of Sabbath, like he says, like for too much drinking, which is pretty rich considering they were all pretty much every drug and alcohol possible. I mean, it was make or break. Like you know what I mean? Like it's how many times does that happen where somebody gets kicked out of a pretty big band? And then is able to continue solo wise. He owes most of it to Sharon.
Yeah.
And even Sharon's dad,
sorry, he owes it to Randy Rhoads.
Well, he does. And he that's one thing in the book, Brady, you'll be happy to hear. I mean, he is, but I don't know.
So, chart wise for Blizzard of Oz, number 21 was the peak for the album.
Here's an interesting throwdown, though. What sold more overall? I bet Blizzard of Oz has sold more total copies since its release than and I love David Bowie and Let's Dance. That was the first song Randallin loved as a 2-year-old, jamming out in the car to Let's Dance by David Bowie. I even got her a cat shirt that said David Meowie. So it was like David Bowie.
I used to love playing Brady in the Noble Hardiman days. I loved playing Let's
Dance. So Crazy Train, number 9 was the only song that charted from that album.
I'll say this about Let's Dance. Let's Dance was the first song that I felt like an actual bass player on, Brady.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, because much like you, I was thrown into an instrument that I never played before for the Noble Hardiman, and it was eking by, or just doing my best, and that was the first song. I'm like, okay, this actually has some work in it that I gotta put some thought into. And
so you were talking about albums sold. Blizzard of Oz 5 times platinum. And
it's certified 5 times platinum, but has sold 6 to 7 million worldwide.
Yeah.
What about
Let's Dance was
pregnant pause.
Yeah. Okay. Platinum. Just platinum.
Yeah. But then I bet if you take all of David Bowie's discography as opposed to Ozzy, it's just a different, yeah.
I would still probably give it to Ozzy. As far as
Bowie's got a lot of albums.
Oh man, Ziggy Stardust and whole his, yeah.
But I mean, Ozzy's No More Tears album was huge.
Yeah.
I mean, matter of fact, I think that's their I think it's its most successful album.
I'll look up some numbers.
Yeah, I would be surprised if Bowie outsold Ozzy.
Well, Bowie charted in the U.S. with an album in the top 20 in 1969.
Yeah, but do you? Well, again, I'm not talking charts. I'm just talking album sales. But I also would say, do you throw in Sabbath stuff for Ozzy? If you do that, it's not even a contest.
Yeah, I mean, but all Sabbath stuff wasn't Ozzy.
Yeah.
The best Sabbath stuff was Ozzy.
Right. I'm talking. Right. Definitely. I'm talking about only. Although I'm a big fan of Dio, but I'm just saying if you throw in the Ozzy albums with Sabbath,
right?
Because they would have been like mid '60s. So are we saying Ozzy?
Yes.
Blizzard. To me, the next one is like it almost makes me vomit even voting on this one.
Uh-oh.
Born in the USA.
Or
REM's Murmur.
Oh, Murmur? Nah. Okay.
Murmur.
See, I like a lot of REM's catalog, but there's a point Murmur. Wait, okay. Now I've got to make sure I got this right. Can you give me the track listing of Murmur?
Yeah. 1 second.
I might have just corrected myself.
So I got it if you don't, Todd.
You go ahead, Eric.
Radio Free Europe. I'm just going to tell you the ones that are in blue because they have a Wikipedia listing.
Okay.
Radio Free Europe, Talk About the Passion, Perfect Circle, Sitting Still. It was REM's first album.
Okay. If it's not What's the Frequency, Kenneth, I don't want to hear it.
Yeah. Is South Central Rain on that?
No.
Okay.
Again, right. I don't know why this album's in the bracket.
So I like REM, but I like a certain era of REM, about 4 albums. But now Born in the USA, I loved as a kid.
When you didn't understand what the lyrics meant.
Yeah. Dancing in the Dark, Darlington County, Glory Days. There were some good, solid tunes.
Glory Days isn't a bad song.
Yeah.
I don't know. To me, there's been probably no other artist that has ruined my opinion of them more than Springsteen.
Yeah.
Springsteen or Mellencamp. I was always a Mellencamp over Springsteen. I put him in the same category.
Yeah.
I loathe Bruce Springsteen with every fiber of my being. But Glory Days alone is enough to save that for me to where I have to vote for him.
Because I wore it out as a kid. But the thing that irritates me about Bruce, he disavows the Born in. He's like, well, they were trying to 80s me. No, they were trying to make it good.
Right.
Like, it was produced. They put production discipline on him.
Well, how many of these artists disavow their 80s catalog? A lot of them.
They're just embarrassed because they were on the toot and they were like trying to like that they were, it was about the image and everything. Well, God bless them. And I don't want like Heart. I love their 80s music so much, but they
right.
poop.
Yeah.
They poop on their 80s heads.
Poop.
It's wrong.
Yeah, I love
it's an insult to the fans that
right
because I was an 80s kid.
Chicago.
There you go.
80s Chicago is the best Chicago, but
well, and I say 80s Heart is the best Heart.
I do too. I mean, I don't know wrong.
I love 70s Heart. But they got to realize,
right?
80s Heart's what brought me to Heart.
Right. That's the same with me. I mean, like we play Heartbreaker every show. It's one of my favorite songs to play. I mean, so I love that harder edge to them. But I love until they got to All I Want to Do Is Make Love to You.
Yeah, that was pretty weak sauce.
That's pretty lame. Yeah.
Well, the whole premise of that song is about as bad as that one night only movie.
Oh my gosh! Matter of fact, I wouldn't be surprised if that movie is not in the soundtrack. We've got. I wonder if we could do a double. We should do a double showing at RJ. Revenge of the Nerds and that One Night Crap.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll do that in lieu of a live showing.
I will hold my nose and vote for Springsteen.
Yeah, the way I am.
See, Miss Wilson, he lost me at that Tunnel of Love stuff, and it just, yeah, I just,
didn't Rage Against the Machine cover Ghost of Tom Joad.
yeah. So we got into that Pete Seeger crud. So anyway, so what's the next on the bracket?
Hang on, do we have a winner yet?
Springsteen.
Oh, yeah, Springsteen, and with I love REM, but I don't love that album. That's not my '80s art, and I'm not talking about Shiny Happy People or Stan. There's better REM, but that one just doesn't speak to me.
Next up, the Joshua Tree. Utah.
I'll wait. I'll hold.
And
Power Slave.
Can I play with me now? No, I don't think that was that one.
no.
Guys, straight up, Joshua Tree, no matter your thoughts on it, is one of my top 10 favorite albums of all time. There's not a track on that I don't love. Joshua Tree was a religious experience for me.
U2, in my opinion, is one of the most boring bands to ever walk the face of the earth.
True that.
Every guitar riff sounds the same. It's all that delay.
It's beautiful, though.
Oh, crap.
It's
It was beautiful.
dreamlike.
It was beautiful once. It wasn't
Yeah.
beautiful 73 times like he put in every other song. I
Yeah.
can't stand Boner. I just, he's repulsive in every way. And I'm sorry. I know he's done good, but he's also self-important.
Yeah.
And
The whole
and
band is self-important.
the whole band is self-important.
Hey, leave the edge out of it. He's a good guy.
Might be a good guy, but he's a boring guitar player. He has
Huh.
one trick. He's a one-trick guitar player.
Yeah, I just love that album, though, man. It's
I'm going
my
Iron Ma-
favorite U2.
I'm going Iron Maiden all the way.
I cannot, a good conscience, vote for Iron Maiden on this particular album. I just can't. I will hold my nose once again and vote for U2.
I mean,
Ace is
you
hot.
guys like Where the Streets Have No Name, don't you? I still haven't found what I'm looking for.
Just boring. There's the music
It is
does
boring.
nothing for me. It literally makes me want to go to sleep.
Music should inspire me in some way.
See, that's what it
that
does
is-
to me, though.
It's not inspiring to me at all in any
No.
way.
Yeah.
It's fake. It's fake sounding. It's pandering.
Yes.
It's I like, if I have to pick U2, I like Sunday Bloody Sunday, even though I
Yeah.
don't
That's a great album.
a
Yeah.
little more driving. I don't like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not much for Bono's croning and Edge's overuse. You take Edge's delay pedal from him, and what kind of guitar player would he be?
You take Randy Rhoads' distortion, he'd still be good, but
Hang on a minute. Hey, whoa.
It's a palette he uses to color.
Right, but-
It's a paint palette that he uses to color, and he likes to use that delay
Brady.
thing.
I'll give that to you, except for you can't compare distortion to delay. Distortion is not an effect. It is a tone. A delay belongs with like a phaser, a chorus. It would be like, now you could have said take Slash's wah pedal away from him. What would he be? That would be a good argument.
Yeah,
But distortion, I mean, you can't. I'm going to tell you what, if you took Randy Rhoads' distortion away, you know what you would get? Revelation,
D.
Mother Earth, and D.
yeah,
which
yeah,
is
yeah,
fan-freaking
yeah.
Fantastic.
And it's different. I'm just saying, like it's what he uses to paint to make it dreamlike. It like shimmering dreamlike. It just, I don't know. It's always been one of my favorite albums, and I do admit that like he relies on it, but the guy kind of invented that sound too.
Thank you, Celia. Brady deserves a lot of shit for that comment. Randy Rhoads without a distortion pedal. I mean, he's.
I was just
classic.
thinking, well, because we were talking about Randy Rhoads and driving metal, like if you put Angus Young into a Roland Clean Chorus jazz amp,
That's a better argument.
it's like,
sure, yes,
yeah, it's just he invented that sound, and he gets the leeway because he invented it.
right.
As we sit here while the guitar players get deep in the weeds.
Right.
I'm sorry. I'm
But
sorry.
the difference is though, you take a distortion or something like that, and you can write lots of riffs. That delay can only do so much. The little,
Correct.
I mean, he used it over and over and over and over and over again. And to me, at times, it took away from the song, as opposed to added to it.
I feel like you two are in that Homer Simpson meme where you get into the bush and disappear.
Yeah.
Because I've totally lost sight of both of you.
We'll
Eric,
get one.
Okay, Eric. You're in a better position to comment on this. Then you know what I'm talking about. That that little jangly,
Yeah,
everything that the Edge did. It was overdone.
He's a one-trick pony.
And James says, "Don't let your feelings for the members cast shade on a great album." I have to take a little bit into consideration the members. Not so much their personal beliefs, but I'm not a big fan of Bono's voice.
Really?
Yeah, I'm just not a big fan. I'm just not a U2 guy. They bore me.
Yeah.
I put them with Radiohead and Coldplay.
Oh, see, and
three of the most boring bands to ever walk the face of the earth.
And I love all those, so that it's definitely a.
The only thing worse than that to me is some Jimmy Buffett with some steel drums, beach music.
Are you picking on me?
No, I hate that stuff.
Yeah.
Gosh, here's the only thing the only time you should ever hear Jimmy Buffett with steel drum type music is if you're at the beach. Also happens to be the only time men should show their feet off. They coexist right there. That's it.
I will hold my nose and vote for U2 again, based upon which particular Iron Maiden album they're going against here. I just don't.
And as you can see, I'm catching a lot of crap from my wife too. I'm not afraid of you guys.
I appreciate you standing tall in your opinions.
You gotta love the Iron Maiden gallop.
Although I think you may be the only one voting for Iron Maiden.
I'm losing this one for sure.
Not like Iron Maiden, but Power Slave was not one of my.
I like Achtung Baby. I actually don't mind that song.
I don't like that one as well.
I only like one. That's the only song I like on the album.
Rattle and Hum.
Was that a live album? Rattle and Hum?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm more partial to live albums anyway.
Josh.
All right.
All right. Next up, we have Graceland.
Ooh, it's going to be an interesting.
Graceland. Is that a
Paul Simon?
Paul Simon. I already know who I'm voting for.
Call me Al.
Full Moon Fever.
Oh, Tom Petty.
Tom's Petty.
Yeah.
I like parts of Graceland. Obviously, You Can Call Me Al. I like that song a lot. Even some of the other songs on there with the African sensibilities. Yeah, and it's okay. Nothing compared to.
It was creative.
Yeah,
it was different. It was. But
I mean, nothing would have even come close to charting there had You Can Call Me Al with Chevy Chase in the video come out. But
it's nichey.
It is. Yeah. Too nichey to advance on a bracket.
Correct, especially against Full Moon Fever.
Especially against Tom's Petty. Yeah, I mean, you got Free Fallin', Won't Back Down. What else is on that album? Running Down a Dream.
Oh, yeah.
Jeez.
Into the Great Wide Open. Is it on that one?
Look.
But
so I neglected to do chartings.
No, it's not on that album. But those alone, you got Free Fallin' and Won't Back Down and Running Down a Dream. Those three alone.
Full Moon Fever, Tom Petty's first solo album.
Really?
Yeah.
Yep. He did not have the Heartbreakers on that.
What's odd is I don't consider that Eric, you're going to say the same thing I'm going to say.
Yeah. Tom Petty without the Heartbreakers is like Phil Collins without Genesis. There's no.
Oh man, Mike Campbell and Ben.
There's no what?
Montench.
Maybe
There's no
we
difference.
weren't. There's no
There's no-
difference. Okay, we
no
agree.
difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If your name is the name of the band, it doesn't matter who you have behind you.
No.
Um.
Full Moon Fever peaked at number 3, which surprises me. Released on April 29th, 1989. Certified 5 times platinum. Single-wise on that album chart, you have I Won't Back Down. Oh, how about this? Here's a surprise. Where do you think Won't Back Down charted at its peak?
Top 40.
What? Yeah,
20,
top 40.
In the teens,
I'm surprised you all would say that.
mid-teens.
I thought number 12 was its peak. I thought it had to be higher than I thought that had to be top 10, but not. Running Down a Dream, 23 at its peak. Free Fallin', number 7, which again surprises me. So, and some songs just take on a life of their own after they were originally
Right.
released. But
I'm not sure I can agree with Damn the Torpedoes. Damn the Torpedoes is good.
Oh, it's good.
Well, you had what? Well, now you had Refugee, which is probably my favorite Tom Petty song.
My favorite was always the geez, I could see it.
Don't Do Me Like That. Here Comes My Girl.
You Got Lucky.
That's not on that album.
Well, Damn the Torpedoes? I thought it was.
No.
But Full Moon Fever, if I were making a time capsule of Americana rock, some Tom Petty has to be on there, and probably
Which one had
So how about this, gentlemen? Tom Petty had a grand total, sans Heartbreakers or solo, a grand total of 2 top 10 songs. Free Fallin', which we said was number 7. Which do you think was the other one?
Mary Jane's Last Dance?
Nope.
that was a Heartbreaker song.
Really?
Yep.
That
was later. That was
it was later.
1993 greatest hits.
So I would.
What'd you Free Fallin' was one of them?
Free Fallin' was number 7.
I don't know, man.
American Girl is a great song.
American Girl did not chart.
James, great pick. What album's that on?
Hey, could it be that one he did with Stevie Nicks that he wrote?
It's a great song too.
Leather and Lace? No, that's Don
No.
Henley. Oh gosh.
Say you'll know it.
Yeah.
Which was the one that he did with lady I don't like.
Stevie Nicks.
Stevie Nicks, yeah. Stevie Nicks is the monotone. I don't know how she's so
Stop
monotone.
dragging my heart around.
Stop dragging my heart around.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is that the one, Eric?
No.
Oh, is it? It's a solo, right? Nothing with like the Wilburys.
This is with the
Great Wide
Heartbreakers.
Open.
No.
I don't know, man. You'll have to tell me. We'll be here all night.
Don't Do Me Like That.
Don't Do Me Like
Number 10.
Great song.
See, and I wouldn't have that as high as some of the others.
Well, you said Into the Great Wide Open. You know where that peaked on the
Where?
main chart? Number 92.
Get out of town. Johnny Depp was in that video. That's a great song.
It's a good song, but I will say it's a bit bland.
Yeah.
It's a bit open. Yeah.
Mary
I'm
Jane's
going-
Last Dance, number 14. You Don't Know How It Feels, number 13.
Oh, great. I like
Can
that
I tell you
song.
what my least favorite Tom Petty song is? Don't Come Around Here No More, because the video was so disturbing.
That's a good song. What is the Let's Get to the Point? Let's
Number
roll
13.
another joint.
You don't
What's
know
that
how
song
it
called?
feels.
Yeah, Ray already said that one. Yeah. I'm going Patty all day. I'm not
I'm on Patty. Yeah.
I don't love the what was the song? The
You can call me out.
Call Me Al. I'm fascinated by we've probably talked about it on here before, the bass player on that song. Like so in the studio, they decided to like do like the bass solo in it is reversed. Like they played it and then so if you listen to the bass solo is like the riff and then the riff reversed. So it's the same riff twice, but they do it, but they in the studio they reversed it. And like I remember watching a little interview or something, and he was talking about how they loved it, but then the problem was when they were touring, they had to figure out how to do it live.
that just make it tough.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, I think Tom Petty won, didn't it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Uh-oh. I can tell that looks directed at me.
It is directed at you, Brady. It's gonna be
I can
another
tell.
Synchronicity. Invisible Touch.
Ooh.
Easy for me.
Synchronicity is the first cassette I bought with my own money. The Police posters were the first posters I bought. That was not a girl.
Well,
the Police Synchronicity hat was the first hat I bought at Spencer's.
My gosh.
I still have it. I love that album, and so You're Barking Up the Wrong Tree. Like that's what got me hooked. I that's not my favorite album of the Police, but I'm gonna go one bit. That album, 1984, caused me. Those two albums made me want to be a musician. So,
I'm not a fan of the Police.
Yeah.
I am a fan of Phil Collins.
I do love Phil Collins. Guys, is Take Me Home on Invisible Touch? No, that's one of his solo ones, isn't it?
Oh, but right off the bat,
Name
me an album that has 3 bangers to start like this: Invisible Touch, Tonight, and Land of Confusion.
See, I didn't love Land of Confusion.
Really? Oh, I did.
Yeah.
Like the video.
Yeah. Was Sussudio on that?
No.
That's Phil. Sorry. See that
the rest of them are In Too Deep. Anything she does, Domino, Throwing It All Away. They're Brazilian.
Throwing It All Away is a favorite of mine.
Yep.
But Invisible Touch is not one of my favorite. It's okay, but I like the previous one that has like the one that came right before it. Invisible Touch is fun. Yeah, it's good. I like it, but like of the works from that time, I could think of other Genesis albums I like and other film, and like No Jacket Required, far and away better than Invisible Touch. But like the Joshua Tree Synchronicity is one of my all-time favorite. They're one of my favorite bands.
Shall we talk about charting?
Sure.
Synchronicity, number 1. Would you say the album that broke up the Police, Brady?
Oh, yeah. They were already falling apart by then. Dream of the Blue Turtles came next, right after that.
Right. Singles, Every Breath You Take, huge. Number 1.
King of Pain.
King of Pain. Now, this is interesting to me. King of Pain peaked at number 3 in the United States. Only number 17 in the UK. Now, the other 2 songs released from that album, pretty comparable. Wrapped Around Your Finger, number 8 in the US, number 7 in the UK.
And Synchronicity
2, number 16 in the US, number 17 in the UK. But for whatever reason, the United States liked King of Pain much better than the Brits did. So there you have charts for them, or that. As far as Invisible Touch goes, you have number 1. No, sorry, number 1 in the UK. Number 3 in the US. Singles from Invisible Touch. Obviously, the title track was a single.
Ta-cha.
Peaked at number 1 in the United States. Throwing It All Away, number 1 in the United States. Tonight, number 9. Land of Confusion, number 11. And In Too Deep, number 25.
Not one of my favorites, In Too Deep.
So what we've got here is we've got Phil Collins versus Sting. That's basically where we're at.
Oh, a solo. I'm
Sting-
going Phil Collins.
Sting to me, I got to put him in the same Bono category. Just I find him boring. I can't even get through the interview with him. Just a boring as beans individual.
Actually,
Police were always. I think what it is, Brady. I figured it out, man. We mentioned distortion earlier. I don't like bands that don't use any distortion, and U2 and the Police. And I don't like that clean,
textural, ethereal.
Yeah, I don't like people. This sounds terrible. Famous people who act like they're on a whole different plane than the rest of the people beneath them. And I've never seen Sting or Bono them talking where they don't feel. It's almost like they exist in a world that you don't understand. I don't like that.
And they
Let me
call
put it
out
this
that they
way.
exist in a world you don't understand.
Right. You're not smarter than me. You're not more enlightened than me. You're a person who wrote some songs, got lucky, successful, talented, yes. But there's lots of people like that. That doesn't give you the right to talk like you're in some sort of different dimension than everybody
Here we
else.
go. If I could have dinner and hang out with one of them, I think I could sit around and shoot the bull with Bono, and he would be engaging and warm and funny. I don't think Sting is warm and engaging and funny. I think Sting is a very serious man with roots in jazz, and I think he is a somber personality. But Bono can, I think he would be funny and engaging if you get the cameras away from him. I don't think it's in Sting's nature. But once again, solo, I'm taking Phil Collins all day on solo. I like some of Sting's solo stuff. Phil Collins' body of work.
What was the one music topic we had where the terrible Sting song was on there? And Brady.
Oh, Englishman in New York. I love that song.
The title of that song should tell you how bland and drab and pathetic that Sting is.
Gosh. And I rock out. But I have been in a jazz mood. I've been listening to Richard Braun or Rick Braun and Stanley Jordan and things like that lately. I've just been in a mood. So
I don't know. A lot of this goes by. So we've talked about on this podcast before where Eric and Brady and SJ and Doug and the lot, you guys kind of shaped a lot of my musical tastes. So I go back to like when I was shaping, when that was being shaped. And I try to think of bands that there's certain bands that every time they come on the radio, I turn them off. And the Police and U2 are two of the top bands that I'm not lying, every single time.
Message in a Bottle?
Walking
on the Moon?
Okay. No, I just don't like it. Every Breath You Take is about the only one that I like that song. I think it's a great song. I don't like the Police's poppy reggae, quirky. I don't know. It's not.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
Yeah. You two to James is right. I've probably let a little bit of my Bono spoils kind of hurt U2. I'm not a fan of the Edge's guitar playing, but I think their songs have some power to them. The Police always sounded thin to me. I think they could have used another guitar.
Yeah.
Andy Summers, obviously a great player. I mean, they're all great players individually. You know what I mean? Like individually,
Yeah.
they're fantastic. But I think they could have used. They're a 3-piece, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. As far as 3 pieces, give me Triumph all day, every day.
Oh yeah. Triumph rocks and Rush
And Rush, yeah.
and
But
the Police.
I catch a lot of crap for this. I go Triumph over Rush every day of the week.
Oh,
Twice on
yeah.
Sunday.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Rush is one of those bands that they write these lyrics that don't say anything, but they act like they're deep.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I catch a lot of crap in my own band for. I think everybody in my band likes Rush better than Triumph except Celia, but I think the reason why. I mean, Rush is a musician's band. You know what I mean? They're a by far better musicians than Triumph. Although Triumph are
The
fantastic.
Triumph is
musicians.
the people's band.
The people's band, right? The lyrics, the songs. I mean, the power. To where Rush is just a clinic. So
Yeah.
if you're that, there's a
Yeah.
reason why Rush's concerts are sausage fests.
Well, it's prog rock versus straight ahead rock. I mean,
Right.
Yeah.
I say Genesis, although I like the Police a lot better than I did back when Brady was trying to push them on me back in the mid '80s.
Brady, you pusher, you.
Yeah.
I finally folded Brady. It took you 30 years.
Yeah.
I think I think back to like you're watching TV and all of a sudden a Stinge interview comes on. It's like like literally the man is like watching paint dry. And I'm sorry, I keep going back to what James said. Like I try not to, but I think the personality does play into. You know what I mean? Like
You ever seen a Stuart Copeland interview?
he's kind of randy, isn't he? He's kind of a bitchy kind of.
Oh, he's funny. He's going to be
funny.
in Ludlow Garage. He's doing
Really?
a spoken word tour, and I actually want to go.
Okay, there you go. Spoken word tour. I mean, you don't need to say anything else.
I mean, but you know what I'm saying? Like you
Yeah.
can't not let. I mean, the especially the front man or woman
Yeah.
that bleeds into the band. Like, so I can't separate them.
Yeah.
Mellencamp, for instance. I mean, the man wants to stand up there on the stage wearing overalls and act like he's some hardworking man. He probably hasn't hit a lick in 57 years and wants to get up there and preach to people and tell people to shut up during his concerts and preach to them about politics. And I have no respect for that. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
you made your money, dude. You got famous on playing your music and having an audience. We don't want to see you up there in fake overalls like you just crawled off from underneath of a car, like you've ever touched a car in your life since you were 19 years old. So because of that, I've fallen away from Mellencamp. I mean, you can't separate the
Yeah.
person from the music. I mean, it's
They
impossible.
say he's not a nice guy.
No, go do some YouTube
Yeah.
videos of him at his concerts lately. I mean, he's just an ass.
So, Todd, to use your terminology, Stinge, Dream of the Blue Turtles. I mean, is there any more pretentious name for an album than that? I mean, that is Stinge in a nutshell.
I think there might have been some substances involved in that.
Isn't he one of those dudes that does that like tantric sex or whatever
Yeah.
it's called?
Tantric
Yeah.
yoga. Yeah.
Buddy, you know why you do that? Because you don't have a real job. You don't hear about school teachers practicing tantric sex or auto mechanics or dentists. You know why he
you're
can
here
do it?
for
Because
cleaning, huh?
he doesn't have a real job. Pretentious. Like, don't talk down on me. Don't act like a 3-minute romp in the hay isn't just as important as your 14-hour sessions.
And I think a lot of that's fiction too.
But he's obliviated it. He's
Yeah.
I think we may have a tie here, though, gentlemen. Me and Todd are voting Genesis, I believe.
yes.
Savannah votes Genesis. I don't know if Celia saying the Police are great as a vote.
Yes, it is.
I'm sure she is.
So
Sleeping
then
on the couch tonight, aren't I, Celia?
it's 3-3.
Well,
2
So-
out of 3 of us pick Genesis. That's
what
the
we do
tiebreaker.
is we bring in the solo work, and Brady even said that Phil Collins solo.
No, we don't. It's synchronicity versus invisible touch.
What we don't do is bring in Peter Gabriel's Genesis because that was terrible.
Oh,
My
awful.
gosh.
I got through one half of a song on The Lamb Lies Down on Broadway.
Oh,
I don't
And
mind
it's like,
Sludgehammer. I don't mind that a little bit, but like, oh my gosh.
In
Well-
Your Eyes is a great song.
Salisbury Hill. I like that
Oh
song.
yeah,
I like Salisbury Steak.
Shock the Monkey.
Yeah. Well, but Peter Gabriel totally changed like when he left Genesis. All that crap with, like you said, Lamb Lies Down on Broadway. That could have been more pretense than anything we've talked about here tonight.
It was 70s art rock, you know.
I mean, wearing costume, they look like the precursor to Gwar. Just terrible.
He wore costumes.
I don't understand.
Well, yeah.
So what makes you? I mean, I guess I've never been a famous musician, and I've never put out. I mean, I've written lots of songs back in the day, but none of them ever went anywhere. That kind of thing. And so I'm only a cover band guy. But what makes you all of a sudden decide? Do you think you think you get bored?
And nobody tells you no. You have complete financial freedom and creative freedom, and shower thoughts get put down on tape.
But do you know what? Here's what I like. I mentioned I'm reading Ozzy right now. I guarantee you, if you would have interviewed Ozzy in 1969, again in 1978, again in 1984, again it's the same Ozzy. There's something to be said about that genre, that the metal, the rock, the heavy rock,
I could counter with this though. He was just the singer. Randy Rhoads was getting ready to leave Ozzy to focus on his classical career.
Rumor
so
has
it's like,
it,
you know.
I mean, it's easier that I don't know that I ever buy that because like he could have said that, but it's hard to give up that money. But my point is, that's what I'm pointing. I mean, Sting is just the singer, and Bono's just the singer. Or Sting plays bass. But my point is, like, but and Mellencamp is just the singer, but like they still at some point change. And James Hetfield, he's the same guy he's always been. Again, Ozzy
plays guitar,
right? But I'm just saying, like they never got to that. There's something about musical genre that makes some genres more prone to the artist doing that. Like this holy.
It's that art rock thing,
right?
Yeah,
it's
well, what you can say with some degree of certainty is that none of those other guys in Genesis wanted to do that crap, because after he left, they totally did a 180.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Yeah.
So we're back to this tie thing.
Why don't we wait? Let's see if anybody else chimes in and go on to the next one.
Well, we've been talking about this for 15 minutes and the people have chimed in.
Well, we will go to the next one, but right now, just so you know, guys, we're tied with Synchronicity and Invisible Touch. So if you haven't chimed in yet,
John Brown didn't vote.
John Brown didn't vote. John Esper's on there earlier. If you're just chiming in, I know sometimes people would chime in and not know so we're doing a bracket, 80s albums. The current matchup is Synchronicity by The Police and Invisible Touch by Genesis. All right. So the next matchup, Appetite for Destruction. Oh, my gosh. Maybe one of my favorite albums of all times. Mm-hmm. And that one is specifically because of where I was in life then. Mm-hmm. 8th grade, Brown County Fair. The Nolan ride operators were cranking.
The Himalaya Express.
The Himalaya Express, yes. Versus... Oh, I got excited there for a second, but it's not. Permanent Waves. I thought it was Permanent Vacation.
Rush.
Permanent Waves, Rush.
Definitely Appetite.
Right,
I like some of the stuff, but Appetite was a culture shifting shift where the 80s went from being slick to dirty.
Gritty.
Yeah. The patina, some of the shine was coming off LA, and this was LA's underbelly. But some of those songs on there, like I still think Rocket Queen might be my favorite song off there. There's just so many good songs. They were a victim of them being played too much.
If this were Permanent Vacation versus Appetite for Destruction, it'd be a much better matchup.
Oh, I didn't like that album.
What?
Well, I mean, it's okay. I was not a huge, because I was there. Actually, Guns N' Roses opened up for Aerosmith on that tour when I saw them. And man, GNR just wiped the stage.
Oh, I'm sure they did. But I mean, Dude Looks Like a Lady, Ragdoll, Angel. I mean, great album.
So
But anyway,
You want to hear something interesting, maybe surprising? It was surprising to me. I'll be surprising to you or not. But Guns N' Roses charted in the UK before they charted in the United States.
Mhm.
Mr. Brownstone hit 84 in the UK. But other songs off that album, obviously Sweet Child of Mine, number 1. Patience,
City.
number 4. Paradise City, number 5. Night Train, number 93.
Now, Night Train is one that's grown on me. That's a
I didn't
great
think
album.
Patience wasn't on.
Patience
Appetite
wasn't
for
on that album.
Destruction.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, that was Lies. My bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. So those.
It's so easy. Remember, I thought when I first heard that, I thought it was 2 different singers.
Well, because Night Train charted after Patience.
Right.
Mm.
Right. Night Train's great. One of my favorite Civil War is one of my favorite Guns N' Roses songs. It wasn't on that album either, but James is right. It's just Mr. Brownstone's great album. Permanent
Great
Waves.
album.
First off, it shouldn't even count. Only had 6 songs on it. That shouldn't even count as an album.
Yeah.
It's an EP. I think we have a winner though. I don't think Sia's vote for Invisible Touch was in yet, was it? I know it wasn't.
Well, no, because she said
the police are great.
The police are great.
But she voted for Invisible Touch.
Well, then there's your
There it
winner.
is.
All right, nobody bought an Invisible Touch hat at Spencer's. I rest my case.
I think GNR is going to run away. with
Yeah, GNR.
All right, moving right along. Purple Rain.
Well, we've got women voting, so they're not voting for Rush.
Huh?
So we've got women voting. They're not voting for Rush.
Next up, Purple Rain. Obviously, Prince.
Yep.
Screaming for Vengeance. I'm not sure of that album.
Judas Priest.
Let's see which one it is.
I think that's got. I always get British Steel and Screaming for Vengeance mixed up. Another thing coming.
Screaming for Vengeance released 1 July 1982.
It's got Pain and Pleasure on it.
Breaking
it does
Law.
have it does have you have another thing coming. This isn't my favorite Judas Priest album by far, so I know my vote.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, see, it wasn't Aerosmith. I was saying when I first read that, I thought it said Permanent Vacation. It said Permanent Waves, which is a Rush album. So, yeah, I said if it were Permanent Vacation, I think it would be a closer matchup. But
yeah,
I wore out my Purple Rain cassette.
What a great album.
Yeah, geez. Let's Go Crazy, When Doves Cry, Purple Rain, which is probably my favorite. I Would Die for You.
I would
so many.
die for you.
Yeah, Darling Nikki. That was. There's just so many good tunes on it, and like the visual. Yeah.
I mean, there was a movie too that helped.
Yeah.
No question.
Yeah.
Actually, you got another thing coming. Peaked at number 4 in the U.S. main chart, well above any other Judas Priest song
on that album or ever.
I'm surprised that charted that high.
Surprised Breaking the Law wasn't higher, or Living After Midnight.
Breaking the Law didn't even chart in the United States.
Really,
man.
What about See No Evil, Won't You Be Rude? With the one off Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Was that an actual song, or was it just from that movie? I love that. Judas Priest. I don't even know. What was the name of that song? You know what I'm talking about? When they're on the...
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. But...
See no evil, won't you do no... I think it was Pee-wee. Was it Pee-wee's Big Adventure?
I mean, I've seen the movie. It just didn't make the connection.
It might not be that. Let's see. Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Oh, Danny Elfman did most of those songs. I might be wrong. It might not have been that movie.
Yeah.
So I'll just make this comment that I've made before about, I don't know if I've made it on the podcast or not. I know I've made it talking to you all, but MTV skews your knowledge or your memory of what charted and how high.
Does.
And because, I mean, the playlist on MTV did not necessarily mirror the charts.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of things that we thought were huge hits didn't chart as high as maybe we
Can I give
thought.
you a great example of that?
Yeah.
Remember when the lead singer of Jay Giles, Peter Wolf, left, and he had that song "Dancing Like Lights Out"?
Uh-huh.
Dance,
Dance,
dance.
dance, dance.
And we thought that was a huge song, and I bet that wasn't even a top 10 song. But on MTV, it was huge.
I was completely wrong, by the way. Sorry. It was Twisted Sister. That was what I was. It was Burn in Hell. You're going to burn in hell. See no evil. I think it was Pee Wee's Big Adventure, but I got Judas Priest and Twisted Sister mixed up. I mean, Purple Rain's going to run away with this one.
Yeah.
Next up, Eliminator.
Oh,
ZZ Top.
Yep.
this is a top.
That's a great album, I think.
Blech.
You don't like the
Good
top?
videos, but
No.
Really?
No.
That surprises me.
In that bluesy rock, Stevie Ray Vaughnish, you want to talk about running to the radio to turn something off.
Hang on a minute here. Now we're going to go to fisticuffs here. You give me all your loving. Give me all your loving.
I know.
Sharp dressed man.
No.
do you know that ZZ Top caught a lot of crap for those albums though, because they did the drum machines and the sequencers on it?
I was getting ready to say I would consider those albums the least bluesy rock of ZZ Top's career. Legs, I mean, very poppy.
Well, again, it just all melts together. Just
Yeah.
For everyone else, let me remind you of this album. Give me all your loving. You got me under pressure. Under pressure. Sharp dressed man. I need you tonight. Legs. You guys remember that video?
Oh yeah.
Listen, I'm not arguing where they were in society at that point.
Car, man.
He just didn't like him.
I didn't like it.
I did not realize you were anti
They didn't
ZZ
melt
Top.
his butter.
I didn't realize. I'm just learning this about you, Eric. That you were anti ZZ Top.
You know, the album only peaked at number 9.
I put way too much into those charts, man. Next one. Shout at the Devil. Little Motley Crue.
So it's Eliminator versus Shout at the Devil.
Eliminator versus Shout at the Devil.
Cultural shift. It would be Motley Crue, but that album, that album is raw, and there was too young to fall in love. And when that video came out, it was just like a wild movie. Like, what was I looking at? And it was cool. It had more impact. And I'm going here with the MTV thing again because ZZ Top is on constant rotation. Jeez, what would I listen to more now? Motley Crue.
Okay, let's go back to that because this is the perfect example of it. And I think just thinking about it right now, it's because a lot of people didn't have cable in the early 80s. So let me throw this out to you. Give me all your lovin'. Peak chart position. What do you think?
22.
Todd?
16.
37.
Dang.
Barely cracked the top 40. Sharp dressed man. What do you think?
That's top 20. 20.
Todd?
16.
56.
Get out of town, really.
I agree again, but I wasn't joking when I think you put too much stock in charts. What do you say about the Spotify where ZZ Top's highest gross song on that album was double the downloads of Motley Crue's? 680 million versus 300 and some million.
Okay, so again, it's just what is your definition of the chart or the bracket? Top album of the 80s. now or then.
But I think what I'm saying though is I think you gotta put all of it. I think you got. I mean, in my opinion, it's pretty impressive if a song has 300 million more downloads than another one, than the highest off that album. I mean, that's got to play into something.
That was Motley Crue's first album, though. Well, I guess no, not
Well,
technically.
and that's what I was getting ready to say. If you put "Kickstart My Heart," for instance, has 986 million, which is 300 million higher than any ZZ Top
and
song.
I don't know if this is fair. Motley Crue launched the hair metal scene with thousands of imitators and launched the whole hair metal scene. In ZZ Top, although great songs, basically, unless you count Duck Duck, like it was not as impactful.
Actually,
culturally.
I digress. LaGrange, 927,953.
Oh,
now,
really?
That one, Eric.
You want to tell me something that makes me throw up in my mouth? It's LaGrange.
But my point is, to counter Eric, I could see that part of ZZ Top. But I felt like that Eliminator album was like completely different for them.
Oh, it was. It was glossy. Like, see, I wonder how they feel about that era. I wonder if they.
I mean, Sharp Dressed Man is their second highest downloaded on Spotify. It's 682,758,000. Give Me All Your Love is the third, 335,056,000. So, Give Me All Your Lovin' is right around the same downloads as the highest Motley Crue off that album.
Okay, and
we're just going by that album, obviously.
Yeah.
And you know, the whole shtick of we're going to whirl our guitars around, we're going to do that roundabout point thing that we do, and we're going to hand the ZZ Top or the ZZ keychain to the person like, hey, you're cool, you get to drive our car. Like, get out of here. It's all back in the 80s, I thought that was crap. Just no.
They benefited
Respect
so much.
The beards, Eric. You're a facial hair guy. Come on.
Okay. Alone, the guy named Beard had no beard. So there.
That's funny.
Legs did chart at its peak at number 8.
Here's what I would say.
See, and that would be my least favorite of those three.
If you were interviewing any of the ZZ Top guys, I guarantee you they wouldn't be pretentious and talk down to you like a Stinge or a Bono or a
I'm not saying they would.
Might give me with a rusty shiv from a chicken wire thing. No, I'm kidding.
About Tush,
ZZ Top's awesome, but just kind of
the song, no. I mean,
what are we saying? It looks like Saison has voted.
Yeah.
So just in case you got lost in all of our back and forth, we have ZZ Top Eliminator versus Motley Crue Shout at the Devil. If this were Dr. Feel Good, it would be no competition.
Yeah. No. No. I'm holding my nose in doing this. I think Eliminator was the better album. And you're right. But Motley Crue Shout at the Devil launched the careers. It started hair metal. It launched hair metal to the stratosphere. That was the foundation it was built on.
Yeah.
So
4 times platinum was Shout at the Devil.
Man, that surprises me.
Single wise, not much to speak of.
You know, because nobody would
looks
play
at Kill. Yeah, looks at Kill 54.
Too Young to Fall in Love.
Number 90.
Yeah, because nobody would play because they were scary.
Yeah.
They even put that thing may contain backward messages when it really didn't. It was a marketing ploy like putting an explicit lyric sticker on it. Because that was during the satanic panic of the 80s.
Satanic panic.
All right. So what are we going here? We got 2 Motley Crue votes. Eric was Motley Crue, I believe. That's 3. Yep. Bray and I were ZZ Top.
I'm going back and forth though, man. I'm struggling with this one. My first gut reaction was Motley Crue.
Yeah.
Because
I like Motley Crue better than ZZ Top, but if we're just going album to album, I gotta give it to Eliminator.
Yeah.
Eliminator was huge. Think about MTV.
It was
Huge.
It was.
But it wasn't huge.
It was huge.
It was not. Now, if you want to poo-poo the charts,
I gotta poo-poo the charts.
The charts are the will of the people in 1984.
It was huge on MTV.
Again, not a cross section of the United States at that point.
Well,
MTV played people who had videos. Now, was ZZ Top's marketing superb? Yes, it was. They knew what to do there. It was all shtick. It was all nonsense.
I disagree. I think those guys.
You disagree?
Did you get a picture of those guys pre-Eliminator?
I'm saying, I think those guys. Oh, they definitely changed their. They definitely pulled. You guys were just saying earlier how you didn't mind when Hart did that and when Chicago did that. ZZ Top did the same thing.
No, I don't fault them for that. Right, I don't like their music.
Oh no, that's fine. But Brady was said, you think. I think what I'm saying though is I think it fits ZZ. Okay, they didn't. I would give it to you had they gotten in the 80s and shaved their beards and became white collar businessmen, but they still kept their beards.
They wore skinny ties.
They acted the same. Just a couple of good old long beard, good old boys.
Well, okay, when they were playing the bars back in the mid 70s, when they were putting out Cheap Sunglasses and Tube Steak Boogie and Kush, were they handing out the keys to their car and doing this little roundabout point?
No, and they were probably getting the restraining orders put against
Boogie. That sounds like some sort of.
You know that is a real song, right? Yeah. Okay.
Oh my gosh. Tube Steak Boogie. That's funny. That is funny. How can you not appreciate a band that has a song called Tube Steak?
Yes, I appreciate the name of the song. I appreciate the name of the song.
I'm just saying. Now, granted, I mean, think about it. They made the Fuzzy Dice cool.
Well, okay. So, I mean, would I like to hang out with these guys? Probably.
Right. You wouldn't.
I don't like their music.
You probably wouldn't want to hang out with Motley Crue.
No, not at all.
All right. So I think Motley Crue's winning. I'm putting it down.
Yep.
Escape. Oh, is that Journey?
Journey.
Versus
Peter Gabriel.
Oh,
that's the Sledgehammer, Salisbury Hill. That's it. That's his big album.
That's a no-brainer.
Red Rain, man, it's a great album, but I'm going Journey.
Right. So just so everybody knows, the album matchup is Journey Escape
versus Peter Gabriel.
Let me give you the pretentiousness of Peter Gabriel. His first 4 solo albums: Peter Gabriel 1, Peter Gabriel 2, Peter Gabriel 3, Peter Gabriel 4. So was his first album not called Peter Gabriel. However, did peak at that was in number 2 in the United States.
Yeah, it was huge. It was
big.
I mean,
all right. Let me throw these at you. Don't Stop Believing, Stone in Love, Who's Crying Now, Open Arms.
Yeah.
Mother Father I love that song. That is a very underrated Journey song.
So chart wise for singles for Peter Gabriel, Sledgehammer number 1. Again, I think on the strength of the video, although I like the song all right.
Yeah.
Big
Time.
Number 8. In Your Eyes, number 26. And Don't Give Up with Kate Bush, number 72. Now, again, Journey, you go back to them, looking at charts, they didn't chart as high as, maybe as big as they are now. Interestingly enough. I think we have had this guy, maybe not on the podcast, but
Right.
so Escape.
They had an Atari game called Escape.
Well, did hit number 1 in the United States. I mean, that was the
Yeah.
breakout for Journey. Singles from Escape. Who's Crying Now? Well, Open Arms, number 1. Who's Crying Now, number 3. Don't Stop Believing, number 8. And then another release from that album, Still They Ride, number 25.
Now, when you throw Spotify in,
Or Stone in Love. Stone in Love didn't chart.
that's a
But
great song. Sledgehammer, 195,184,000. Don't Stop Believing, over 2 billion.
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 I think at one time, like, Don't Stop Believing was the most downloaded song in history.
Yeah.
But it's probably
Yeah.
been overtook by Daniel Boone or whatever that guy's name is. Just some no-name guy that I've never heard of. The guy that played the freaking Red Stadium
Zamfir and his
a couple
pan
weeks
flute.
back.
Who ripped off Olivia Newton-John.
Ripped off Olivia's Newton-Johns.
Yeah,
that-
that physic. He basically ripped off the riff for physical. He actually uses the word.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway,
Who's the guy that played the Bengals or the Reds? Who's the guy that played Riverfront the other night?
Great American
told-
Ballpark.
Great American Ballpark. I'm showing my age.
Noah Khan.
Yeah. Like, watch. I'll put him. He'll have like. Oh, never mind. Not even close. Oh no, he has one song that's got 1,862,000,000 downloads.
And I can't name one song he does.
This one's called Stick Season.
And by the way, for whatever it's worth, I gave you the wrong charts for Journey's
Yeah.
singles. Open Arms, number 2. Who's Crying Now, number 4. Don't Stop Believing, number 9. Still They Ride, number 19. So
That Mother, do you guys like that song, Mother Father? That's a great song.
Not
Heard it a lot.
familiar.
All right, so we say I think Journey's going to win this.
Yeah.
You've heard when we get done here. Listen to that, Mother Father. You've heard it. All right, next up, Brothers in Arms. We only got 3 more or 4 more. Brothers in Arms
Dire
Dire
Straits.
Straits.
versus Freedom.
Wham.
I assume Wham. Right?
Georgia
No,
Michael.
wait a minute.
Or no,
Freedom.
just
Georgia Michael.
George Michael, yeah.
Yeah.
Which
Probably has faith and father figure and
that was 1990.
There
Yeah.
was a remake of Freedom, which was 1990, but the album itself was. Hold on.
What's weird is Faith was the album that had Faith on it.
yeah, you're right. You're right.
Is
Is Freedom George are we
Oh, wait a minute.
might be wrong
Freedom
here.
is a George Michael song.
right.
yeah.
Alice Cooper had it. No, might be wrong here. Journey had an album called Freedom. Neil Young had an album
Neil
called
Young.
Freedom. I bet it's damn Neil
It's
Young.
that.
Ah.
Yeah.
Hang on a minute. Yeah, I bet it's Neil Young, 1989.
Who's the other matchup?
Journey
Brothers
had
in
an album
Arms.
named Freedom.
Yeah, that's a great album, and I would pick Tiny Tim over Neil Young.
But I bet it's not Journey because
No,
It's
that's-
Neil Young. It's Neil
The
Young.
Journey
'cause
album was
that's what his-
2022.
oh
Yeah, it's Neil Young.
I looked at that. Neil Young barely 1989, but it had "Rockin' in the Free World,"
Yeah,
which is the only Neil Young song that I can stomach. I like. What was the Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young? I like Ohio. I like that song.
yeah.
I just
I like
has a
Southern
little-
Cross. That might just be
but-
Crosby, Stills, and Nash.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
but
anyway.
I'm going. And Brothers in Arms is a great album.
Oh yeah, Walk of Life, Money for Nothing, So Far Away. Sultans of Swing is not on that album.
Yeah. Freedom released October 2nd, 1989.
Barely,
Barely.
yeah. Because I remember whenever I saw him sashay on stage, you talk about like a channel flip. Everybody cites Neil Young. The only thing I cite Neil Young for is Auditory Assault.
Didn't even reach platinum. Number 35 at its peak.
I
Now,
have no
Savannah,
use for
when you
Neil
said
Young.
freedom, were you thinking George Michael, or are you still saying that after you know it's Neil Young? James says, thought you were talking about John Party. Are you talking about the So album? I gotta go Brothers in Arms on this one. I can't imagine freedom.
Yeah.
No question. And I'm not a huge Dire Straits fan, but no question.
Next album, Hysteria versus Rebel Yell.
I love Rebel Yell. Hysteria was an impact, but I will probably if you gave me both CDs, I would probably listen to Billy Idol more because I just got burned out on Hysteria.
Really?
It was omnipresent. You couldn't, and it was good, but it was all Def Leppard all the time. And as much as I liked it, I got tired of it. So, but it's great.
Billy Idol. Back to shtick. I was fairly certain, and I'm not a fighter. Certainly wasn't in the 80s, but fairly certain I could have kicked Billy Idol's ass. And he comes off as this tough guy, curl my lip.
That's the lip curl.
I see where you're coming from.
1,000 hearts.
I see where you're I see where you're coming from, but I will say this. I always believed it with Billy Idol. I mean, first off, if you see the man now, he's what, 80 years old and he's shirtless. I mean, he's still ripped. Like I don't know he was faking it.
Is he 80?
He's probably up there.
I would say
I'll
at least
look it up.
mid-70s.
You think?
He is 70, right at 70. Either way, like if you look at him though, I mean, he's like I said, he's. I get what you're coming from. It's hard to believe, but I do think there was something about him that was maybe I don't know.
Steve Stevens was his guitar player, man. Steve
Stevens is great. I got to hand it to Billy Idol. He's another one of those out there that's still at 70, still doing it. I see where Brady's coming from too, but my gosh, I mean, Rocket, Animal, Love Bites, Pour Some Sugar on Me, Armageddon It, like
no question.
Women. I think Women was the first release, and it kind of tanked.
I will admit, there's bands that got overplayed, but I can't.
Yeah, they're great. Don't get me wrong. And I guess it's really not a criticism of them. It's more about just me got tired of it.
Pour Some Sugar on Me has to be their highest charting song, doesn't it, Eric?
Oh, I would think. I'm looking at Billy Idol's charts right now. So the album peaked at number 6. Singles from Rebel Yell. Eyes Without a Face. Well, Rebel Yell was first.
That's a great song.
Title track, 46. It peaked. Eyes Without a Face, number 4. And I think that's probably the one I just can't. He's singing this slow song, curling his lip. Like, come on, man. Just Flesh for Fantasy.
Can I tell you my least favorite of those?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Flesh for Fantasy, number 29. Catch My Fall, number 50. I don't even remember Catch My Fall. But...
I do. If I should stumble, catch my fall.
Yeah. What is it, Brady?
Hey, what were you going to say?
Of those Def Leppard songs, I don't like Rocket. Rocket was not one of my...
It's very similar to Armageddon It. It kind of had that same staccato, like Rocket.
Yeah.
Armageddon It.
Def Leppard has that Boston thing going on, though.
They do.
Kind of sounds a lot the same.
I agree. Wouldn't you say that, like, if you have to put bands in that category, Def Leppard, Boston, AC/DC.
Mm-hmm.
Those are probably the top three that, like, when it comes to that, like, baked in sound,
Yeah.
that they found something, they found some magic and made it work. Now, I will
Yeah.
say Boston and AC/DC, I think, always had it. Well, Boston definitely. From beginning to end, they had it. AC/DC, it came a little later. Def Leppard,
Yeah.
early stuff, though, wasn't quite. It was Mutt Lange who kind of made that happen.
Yeah. A Photograph and Rock of Ages and Foolin'. Like,
So
good stuff.
Are we going Hysteria?
let me give you charts for Hysteria, album number 1, obviously, but Animal was the first release, peaked at number 5. Women was the second release, and Brady, if you call number 7 Tanking, then not
Well,
bad.
here we go. The video disappeared.
Well, this is going to knock you over. Okay? This got to knock you over. Pour Some Sugar on Me peaked on the U.S. main chart, or on the U.S. chart. Hold on, I'm reading the wrong chart. Animal 19, Women 80. You're right, Brady. It did tank.
Okay.
Pour Some Sugar on Me, number 2. Hysteria, number 10. Armageddon at number 3. Love Bite, number 1.
See, I won a cutest couple contest to Love Bites at a slow dance when I was in middle school.
Rocket, number 12. So
Yeah.
I probably haven't listened to Love Bites since then, to be quite honest with you.
There's that weird effect board.
that is the thing I think about every time I hear that song, Brady doing that. Love Bite.
Well, Brady's guilty also. Brady's guilty of hearing lisps when there's not lisps in songs, though. The biggest one being The Lips of an Angel that you always claimed you heard a lisp in.
Lips of an angel.
And probably just sticks in my mind because I literally heard it 10,000 times in the 80s.
Yeah.
Don't forget the Romantics. I hear the
The
secret
secret
that you keep.
keep. There was a lisp in that song.
Yeah.
Mm.
All right, so we have one vote. We're losing people here. We only got 2 more guys. I'm voting Hysteria.
Yeah. Hysteria, even though I love Billy Idol.
All right, next up, last 2 here, or there's 2 more matchups. 1984 versus Tattoo You.
Oh. 1984. The Rolling Stones just don't send me. They have their place, but I kind of feel about them like they just bore me.
Yep.
They bore me.
I'm not a big Stones fan, although I had to appreciate Mick Jagger here recently coming out. Did you hear when he came out and said that he doesn't feel it's his job to lecture people about politics at shows and stuff like that? He'd leave that to Bruce Springsteen.
That's funny.
I'm going. Not even close for me. 1984.
Oh,
1984 is one of my all-time. That I remember exactly where I was when I saw the Jump video. Saw Eddie play, and I was like, "Gosh."
Is that your favorite Van Halen album?
Impactful. Now going back, Van Halen won all day, but that is what got me into harder rock was Jump.
Yeah, 8.
Yeah. Tattoo You, number 1 on its peak, which surprises me.
Really?
Start Me Up. It
Yeah.
powered.
Start Me Up, number 1, or number 2, rather.
She's so
Waiting on a
cold.
Friend, number 13.
That's actually one of my favorite Stones songs. I'm just waiting on a friend.
Hang Fire, number 20.
I don't know that one.
Hang Fire. Ding, 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 ding.
Rolling Stones.
Does it go ding 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 ding?
Yeah, it does.
Rolling Stones is one of those bands to me that I've always had more respect for than I have
Amen. 1000%.
I respect the hell out of them, but I just
Yeah.
never been a big.
Yeah.
They held their own against the Beatles.
They did.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'll give them that.
I mean, Ruby Tuesday, Wild Horses. There's some great songs, Painted Black, but I think I don't know. I just find them a little bit more boring and blues based and less,
what do you think the
melodic.
most? What do you think the most downloaded Rolling Stone song is on Spotify?
Start Me Up.
Satisfaction.
Both of you are wrong.
Oh,
But Start Me Up is third. Satisfaction is second. Number one, Paint It Black. 1,731,720,328. Gimme Shelter is third. No.
What about Beast of Burden?
Beast of Burden is 634 million. That's like, yeah. So it goes Paint It Black, Satisfaction, Start Me Up, Gimme Shelter, Beast of Burden. Sympathy for the Devil after that. I like Angie. It's a good song. All right, we're going Van Halen. Last matchup of the night. James agrees. Van Halen. Master of Puppets versus Pump.
Oh, Aerosmith's Pump.
Right.
Yeah, they jumped the shark for me by then.
Really?
Yeah, Pump I thought was pretty weak.
Oh,
I think.
Brady.
Yeah, but Master of Puppets all day.
See, Aerosmith is another one of those songs I put in the same category as Hurt and Chicago and some of those bands. I love Aerosmith's 80s stuff.
Yeah.
I love it had FINE. Janie's Got a Gun. The Other
Tell
Side.
Me What It Takes is my favorite.
What It Takes is on this album. That's probably one of my favorite Aerosmith songs.
Yeah.
The Other Side is great on this album as well.
It's all right. I don't
Love
I
an
don't
Elevator.
Like, yeah, I don't like that one. It's just kind of
So there was only one song released from Master of Puppets. Title track.
Welcome Home Sanitarium.
Nope.
Well, yeah, but Metallica then wasn't a singles band. It is much like Motley Crue or one of those things that shaped a whole,
Right.
Yeah.
I am one of those people who like when Metallica sold out and got their hair cut. That's when I started liking them much better. I'm going Aerosmith on this one. I love 80s Aerosmith.
Yeah, I agree.
I do. I just don't like this album. If you
I
go
like
back,
90s Aerosmith.
But
Actually,
you mean like Don't Want to Miss a Thing era?
Well, I mean, not only that, but you had
See, I didn't like Janie's Got a Gun either. It didn't feel very Aerosmithy. It felt very slick.
I mean, Get a Grip. I love Living on the Edge. I love Crying, Crazy. All those Liv Tyler videos. Amazing was good.
Yeah, I think that was a good album.
Yeah.
That was a good album. I like it better than Pump all day long. I was working at Camel Snot, and Pump got. See what year was Pump? 89, 90? 88. Okay, maybe
it was our senior year, 88, I believe.
Yeah, I just didn't love that album. I was Guns N' Roses. Well, once again, Guns N' Roses and Aerosmith, like I associate them together, and I just remember GNR blowing them off the stage. But the Metallica, I liked Metallica. I didn't like Metallica fans. I didn't like Metallica fans.
I agree with James. I mean, I don't think that was Metallica's best album.
So, and I'm a little off the target here, but I just decided Brady said Metallica is not a single or wasn't a singles band at that point. So I just scrolled down just to, out of curiosity, see where they are chart wise on other stuff. Where do you think?
My chair, by the way.
Yeah.
It was. I was like, oh no, I'm going to get accused of something. I shifted in my chair and made a flatulent sound.
Where do you think one peaked on the charts?
Video huge, single not as much. It was still pretty alternative. Like it wasn't dominating the single chart at that point, but I would say it'd be lucky if it broke the top 30.
Todd, you
You had to
agree with
wait to see it. You had to wait to see it on Headbangers Ball a lot.
I would probably say in that same ballpark.
that? 35.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about Enter Sandman?
Oh,
Higher.
top 10. Higher
Top
up.
20.
16.
Yeah.
Really?
What about what's their highest? What is their highest charting single?
Nothing else matters?
No. 34. Until It Sleeps.
Really?
10.
Is that the Load era?
Yep.
Or-
Interestingly
yeah.
enough, their highest download on Spotify, Enter Sandman, 2,162,149,000. Second highest,
Master of Puppets.
Nothing Else Matters, 1,683. Master of Puppets, 1,276,653,496. One is next at 864,000.
Is one of the most reflective top fours ever because it hits a little bit of an era of each phase of Metallica.
Well, Enter Sandman and Nothing Else Matters are the same album. That was
Yeah.
that was their selling out album, which that's my favorite album of theirs.
Yeah.
I mean, that had The Unforgiven. As a matter of fact, when you look at their 7 highest downloaded songs, 1, 2, 3, 4 of them are off that album. The Unforgiven, Sad But True, Enter Sandman, Nothing Else Matters. I like Kill 'Em All better than Master of Puppets, I think. As far as their heavier albums.
It's a little bit raw and feisty.
Pump. I think
Yep.
we have 2 Aerosmith. So that's our first round. We'll finish this up another day, but it's going to get interesting from here on out.
It will.
Now that we got rid of the riffraff.
Right.
The chafe.
Chafe off the wheat. All right. Brings us to the end of episode 207. Anything else for the good of the order, gentlemen?
I don't think so.
I think the first part of this episode is going to be a classic.
We hope you liked our storytelling of our day yesterday. And again, complete nonfiction, no embellishment.
We need to chop that segment off and make it a mega reel.
Yeah.
There'll be some reels from that.
Right. I'll be honest. Honestly, I mean, it was going through this bracket hard to follow that first segment. I mean, I knew the bracket was going to be obviously not much room for humor, but we always say we also want to bring people some not our humorous takes on things and some good old
discussion.
So
in our bugs that we had to deal with, we forgot to bring to your attention our platforms: Facebook, X, and Instagram on social medias. Listen and watch on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Twitch, Rumble, and iHeartRadio and the iHeartRadio app.
We should do this. We should find a 70s. I wouldn't want to go any much further back in the 60s. We should do a 60s, 70s. We do it each decade. I think we'll get less knowledgeable about each decade, but maybe listeners will be able to chime in. Yes, James. Hopefully you catch the first segment. Let us know it was all a true story about our day yesterday, as we made our way to Buc-ee's, and then what maybe was a movie theater, or maybe was not. Maybe it was actually when we walked out of there. I think my quote was, "That place was freaking clown shoes," is what I said, and it's what it felt like.
That was a quote.
Yes.
All right. With that, we shall see you next week. Check it out. Not sure what day. We'll put out a message and look for some reels from that first story.
Reels.
Take us out.
Thanks for listening to the Play It By Ear podcast. You can follow us on Facebook, Twitter @PlayItByEarPod2, and our website at anchor.fm/Play It By Ear podcast. Thanks again, and join us next time